Hey guys, this is Alessio coming at you before the pre-roll with my patented pre-roll, trademark pending. Just wanted to come at you guys a little early and just say this episode should have been released sooner. Moving forward, well, we're on a you're going to hear, but scheduling is going to be slightly different, so it should be a lot easier for me. But I should have started on the edit for this sooner. But during yesterday, my wife and I had a little bit of a scare, and she was in the ER for most of the day, unfortunately, due to some heart issues that came quite literally out of nowhere. So apologies there. I'd carved out most of yesterday to just get this done. And then obviously some stuff came up. But yeah, I appreciate you guys' patience. Again, moving forward, these are going to come out when they're supposed to. Wink, wink. If you know, you know. But yeah, enjoy the pre-roll and then enjoy the show. Cheers. Hey guys, it's the Metal Gear Mondays crew coming at you at the beginning of the episode to tell you a little something about scheduling.
Yeah, me and James aren't usually here for these. So
Yeah,
I'm a little
nice to be here though.
What do we
excited.
do?
Help me out.
I feel like every time you do one of these, you make your voice quieter.
Well,
you're in yeah, because of your sleeping child typically
whispering in the listener's ears.
Yeah, well, we've got a programming note, so I think we talked about this at the top of the season. Weekly episodes for Death Stranding 2.
Thing. My fucking sleeping child is walking around right now.
That's so scary.
All right, y'all do your thing.
We'll just do this. We'll just do this for you. How about that?
Real quick.
Yeah, we talked about this at the beginning of the season, but Death Stranding being weekly was a special circumstance because of trying to make sure we could cover Death Stranding and also do it in time to cover Delta. So starting with Delta, we are not going to have an episode next week unless we manage to get like a special event or something to pop up. So we're going back to a bi-weekly release schedule. We do reserve the right to kind of like switch back to weekly as needed for stuff, but we are switching to a bi-weekly release schedule for Delta. So no episode next week, but you are going to get our first impressions episode on release date. So we've pre-ordered the game to get it early just so that we could have the early access. We're going to play it, and then we're going to have an episode for you on the 28th of August so that you can kind of know on release day our thoughts about it, and then we will kind of go from there. So yeah, James, how do you feel about that?
I'm very excited. This will be my first time playing through
3 in general, right?
3 in general, yeah.
Crazy.
I've played the first probably 20 minutes of it way back when, and I'm very excited to get to experience it with my eyeballs and fingers.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool.
Weird way I said that.
Yeah, really weird, but sometimes you just gotta say things the way you gotta say them. Gotta use the fingies, yeah. Yeah, I guess enjoy the episode. Like in my brain, like I was expecting like just like a small child to come flying through Alessio's.
Oh my god, right? Just like
yes, I guess he loves his kid and
speed of sound. Yeah,
wouldn't do that.
That's good.
Oh well, ta-ta. Well, enjoy. Fuck. I can't do these. That's why Alessio does these. Fuck you.
I like ta-ta.
To Metal Gear Mondays, the greatest Metal Gear podcast ever.
I don't agree with you.
Releasing on Monday, every Monday.
How did you patch into my radio frequency?
Stinks in here. Bad. Let that yawn out. There's no pretending. I will hold you and protect you. So let love warm you till the morning.
Ladies, babies, gearsmen, and gentle them, welcome to Metal Gear Mondays. It's a podcast about... Oh, fuck it. You guys don't care. It's a podcast. Whatever. What's up, guys?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm in a mood.
Did you say I'm gonna move?
I'm in a mood. That was a whole bit that approximately four people are going to appreciate. One of them is Alessio, and I don't think you got what I was doing. So it's Metal Gear Mondays. Up, down, left, right, inside, out, pseudo chronological order. I am your host for this week, Lily on a ride. I'm here with Alessio Summerfield.
Hello. That was excellent. If you could just open with that speed speaking every time,
Yeah.
we were just
Yeah.
in and out.
In and out like a burger. And DJ Rat King himself, James Wright.
That's right. DJ Rat King in the house. The infrastructure is complete.
Does the D stand for D James?
Who can say? I wonder if anybody's learned yet.
Have we talked about what the D does in fact stand for?
What does the D in fact stand
On
for?
air?
I feel like at some point we did way back when.
Way back when, probably.
I got one. Hey, you should send an email to contact@metalgearmondays.com to try and figure out what James's middle name stands for.
Ooh.
That's right.
It starts with a D.
Well, actually,
Well, it's his first name.
I was gonna say it's my first.
Oh yeah, correct.
I go by my
James's
middle
middle name. Yeah.
I love. Oh yeah, correct. To James telling you about.
I remember when I had to text Alessio, and I was like, I think I'm gonna start going by James. I need you to change my email.
Oh yeah.
Because originally it was,
So you were going by your first name when you first met him?
When we met, yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
And then I was like, I don't like the way this name looks anymore.
I've
Oh
only
yeah. So
ever
James,
known
you were
as...
legally DJ Reich me.
Yeah.
That was literally.
That was the vibe.
I still legally am. Like, it hasn't changed.
Yeah,
I'm illegally DJ
the
Reich
name-
me.
the
Better
name
watch
you-
out. ICE is scooping people up with fake names.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Snatching your people up.
Oh yeah. Lily, what are we doing this week?
Well, it's Metal Gear Mondays. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. And if you want to know why I said that, pay $10 on Patreon. We're talking about Death Stranding 2. It is our last episode of Death Stranding 2 coverage, if you could even believe it. I think this is week 11. Yeah?
Yeah, I believe so.
It's the 11th week of Death Stranding 2 coverage. And we're covering I'm not going to say it because I don't want to make Alessio jump the gun and keep the title card yet.
It's been
so
like
we're
a
gonna
fucking
see it.
solid 3 months, roughly.
Yeah.
It's like a summer.
Really
Yeah, we
has.
spent. This is our Death Stranding
this is-
summer.
Or Death Stranding.
Summer vacation is over.
Yeah, we went to the beach.
We went to the beach and we're back.
Yeah.
Um,
Sam said hags, lilac.
Lilac. Don't ever change. Yeah, we're going to talk about the final chapter of Death Stranding 2 on the beach today, as well as some side content stuff that we want to get into, a plethora of letters, listener mail to read, and Alessio has promised us emotions.
Yeah.
So we'll see what that's going to be about.
Multiple weeks ago, I reserved a time slot at the end of the episode.
Wow.
Booked
You
it
booked it
through
in
my table.
Calendly.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a good thing because if you make me fucking cry, I didn't put on makeup today.
Oh,
I'm being real low effort.
Oh no! You should have done mascara, so it could have been tar tears.
Listen.
Tar tears.
I got tear-proof mascara. It's just annoying.
I got a fun tar thing actually. So Edith, my daughter, does not know how to say Charlie, the name of one of our dogs, and she says
companion in Death Stranding 2.
Tarly.
Tarly. Samuel Tarly.
Oh my god, it's all connected.
It's all connected.
We should not have connected.
We should not have connected. If you want to support us, like I said, I mentioned $10. If you want to support us on Patreon monetarily helps us do a bunch of cool stuff like getting games, and maybe we can even go places and do other things and what have you. Go to patreon.com/Metal Gear Mondays, where you can get all the cool stuff starting at $1 a month. You can get access to our Discord, which is very cool and fun and crazy. It's been a very interesting day in the Discord today. Lots of discussions. Do you want to talk about why BioShock isn't that good? You want to hop in on that rage bait? $1 a month gets you in there. $5 a month gets you access to the Patriot Club, which is our monthly bonus podcast that we do with our mods, Chad and Nick.
Yeah, by the time that you're listening to this month should be out already. Things have been a little delayed just because I was in and out of town.
Yeah, we flipped some schedule stuff, so I actually don't know what they talked about because I had to miss this month's. So it was just Nick, Chad, and Alessio doing some topic that I don't know about, and so we're pushing the topic we discussed last week to next month, which is more apropos, I think.
Yes, of course. I don't want to make us seem smaller than we are, but we are repeating our $10 patron supporters now.
I'm not done with this spiel.
Oh, well, go ahead.
I'm trying.
Mom, Dad, no.
That's $5 a month gets you access to the podcast, and then $10 a month gets you access to video. So you can see video of this episode right now. You can see video of all of our episodes since we started back up in 2025 this year. And
see my invisible hat.
Yeah, invisible hat today.
Invisible hat.
Shirts, no makeup, the views, the looks. And then you also get video of the Patriot Club. And all of those tiers get access to all of the content that we've put up on Patreon since before 2025, which is a lot of content to be sure. And then sometimes if you are subscribed to the Patreon but you don't pay money, you still get something. So it's worth being there at the very least.
It's a fun place. I feel like I took it for granted for too long. I'm happy to be.
Now it's home.
Yeah.
It does feel like home. I've got the little flare on my thing. Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
It's a
I
cool
never
place, and
felt
they say it
more
gets
out of
colder,
touch than when I said, "Is that what they call it?"
Yeah.
And then also for $10 a month you get to sponsor an episode. I'm like doing the baby talk.
I say
you get to sponsor my podcast. You get to sponsor my podcast.
I don't know what
you sponsor my podcast, please.
I don't
excuse me, could you sponsor my podcast, please? Well, thank you. Now I'm getting into Adam Sandler. Yeah, we're going to sponsor my podcast. I don't know what's going on, man.
I just feel an urge to piss my pants.
Oh yeah, do it. You won't, coward.
Only video patrons will know because I will stand up in the middle of the episode and reveal my crotch. So,
Oh hell yeah!
The $10 supporter, the $10 supporter for this week's episode is Warren Minix. Thank you so much.
Welcome back to sponsoring the show, Warren. Listen, you want to get some fresh blood in there, some new names?
Oh yeah, help us out.
$10.
And like I said on a past episode, if you want to jump in for a month, get your name shouted out, grab some cool shit, and run out, that's fine too. So all of your doll hairs will help us get to conventions and see each other and possibly see you. So,
yeah, possibly.
Nice. Well,
Shall we read a few listener messages before we jump into our coverage, Alessio?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alessio?
Come.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, so I'm going to start us off. This is Matt sending in Death Stranding final thoughts. Yeah. Firstly, I want to congratulate you all on a brilliant returning season of Metal Gear Mondays. Marks a return to form with the positivity and fun nature that I always enjoyed. Funny enough, that echoes the very first review we ever received on the podcast 8 years ago that Lily read to us before recording.
Can I tell you what it does not echo? It certainly does not echo a 1-star review that we had 8 years ago. that reads, "Not that good, ... 1 star. I love the parts when they talked about Metal Gear, but I just hated when they were talking about something that was not the game. Maybe it's me, but I like to hear the game about the game and not just stuff that doesn't have anything to do with the game."
I love how many times the game is said in that review.
How many times did
always
how many times did the people out there lose?
Yeah.
Is what I want. What I really
I
want
just
to
lost the game
know.
for the first time in like 6 years.
You're welcome.
Anyway, Matt continues. The reveal of Charlie as Die Hard Man was the moment I truly just got fully all in on the story. It was insane and stupid, and I didn't care for a second. I agree, Matt. Matt says, I agree with Alessio that this game has something to do with Kojima's legacy. There are far too many references and themes from almost all of his previous games that it can't be a coincidence. Just laughing, remembering how Tarman just winks into the camera and says Phantom Pain. It's almost like with the first Death Stranding, he wanted to prove he wasn't just the Metal Gear guy, made something so bizarre and different. After completing that goal, he could finally accept his legacy and be proud of it. I can't really think of anyone else who has created games on this scale for decades with such consistent quality. Regardless of how silly and bad the writing can be at times, the games are extremely well polished and they always pushed the technical limitations of the day. I still can't believe Metal Gear Solid 5 released on the PlayStation 3.
That's insane.
Yeah,
actually.
it's fucking
That's
nuts.
actually crazy.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, I've also seen there's a bunch of YouTubers that do like potato mode, like the lowest absolute settings of PC games, and it is nuts how old of a computer Metal Gear Solid 5 can run on.
It's kind of crazy. Again, it goes back to that optimization thing about Kojima Productions. It's just like, how do they manage to do any of this? It's crazy.
And Matt says, soft plug for the article about that for the next issue of PlayStation 3 Forever. Yeah, you guys should go check out PlayStation 3 Forever. It is an online video game magazine, complete with magazine layout and everything. You can download a full-blown PDF, but you can also use the website like a normal website.
Yeah. I've got trauma about zines.
Yeah.
You got that zine trauma.
For reasons.
Matt finishes...
No, Alessio has written an article on for that.
I think I've got 2.
Yeah, a couple. Hasn't asked me though. I'm gonna cover up my dead name because
hey, Matt actually just self-published a book as well, except it's like a nonfiction technical document. But anyway, it seems confirmed that Kojima is working on Physint and OD, but do you think Kojima should quit whilst he is ahead? If not, what would you all like to see from those games? Matt, if I didn't have this podcast to continue until the day I die, I would say I think this is the perfect game for him to stop making games on. I think the way this game concludes, it feels like a very finished body of work, in my opinion. So yeah.
Physint or OD is interesting because I don't even know if OD is coming out anymore at this point because of all the Xbox shit.
The Microsoft stuff.
Well, and recently, Kojima said that he's like, it's still like conceptual phase for Physint. Like he's solo.
Yeah, he hasn't even started.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll get a prequel to OD called Garfield before it comes out?
Oh my god. Jesus. Honk the horn. Open the schools.
Open the school. Oh man. I honestly don't even fucking know what I would want to see. It's interesting, right? Because when you think about Physint, the thought was that could be pheasant. Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking of.
Tactical game
bird action.
Espionage. Are you okay, Alessio?
Alessio,
you gonna be all right? My brother in Christ, you good?
Yes. Now it's a finale.
No, I started drinking my water bottle and thought I looked so stupid in the video, and then started to laugh and could not swallow the water. For everybody at home, this is what I look like. I'm so sorry. I almost spit all over my spit took.
The thing with
took.
Spat took. Got a fat spat take on it for you.
Ew.
Yeah, Fizzant is interesting because like when Fizzant was announced and when we were told what it was obviously before Death Stranding 2 came out. And so my guess would have been like that would have been his like send up of Metal Gear, and like he's the place where he could put his ideas that he never got to put into Metal Gear and things like that. But then this was that.
Yeah, this
And
feels very
Matt
much
talks
like-
about his legacy in the email. That also ties into another letter we're gonna have later that also kind of dabbles in that, but which we'll read in a bit. But I don't know. It feels interesting. It's just like if he never released Fizzant and OD, I wouldn't be upset about it.
Yeah.
He's getting up there and to the point where it's just like those are probably going to be his last 2 video games.
Yeah, I was going to say he's
possibly.
How old
depending.
is he? Is he in his 60s?
Fizz, isn't it?
He's 61. Honestly, I would love if he made games forever and that they just got even weirder and weirder and more filled with friction to the point that like it's unpleasant, genuinely unpleasant to play.
I think
then go play Death Stranding 1, James. What are you talking about?
Oh, I will.
You bet I will.
To Matt's point in terms of the all of the games that Kojima has made being like polished to a fucking mirror sheen, I do kind of think that either between now and those 2 games or between each of those 2 games, I kind of feel like the industry is not going to be able to support the kind of games he makes anymore.
Yeah.
I saw a bunch of stats recently that 38% of Zoomer gamers spend $0 on video games.
Wow.
And
be nice.
that as millennials are aging out of playing video games or
are we
dying, we're fucking getting old, that Zoomers are spending way less on games, particularly AAA big budget games. Apparently like the lowest demo for like Call of Duty and shit is actually Gen Z.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, I'm going to be very curious to see if the industry doesn't have a big bubble burst moment like it did in the 90s.
I feel like a lot of bubbles are bursting. I feel like we're on the verge.
I feel like the indie $7 game space is just eating AAA's fucking lunch right now.
I would love like a Kojima, like if he made a game in the style of the original Metal Gear, but with like his
like
modern
HD
mind.
2D kind of like
I'd be curious if he'd even want to do that because he's always been such a fucking graphics pervert.
Yeah.
That it's just like I just don't know if Kojima
really good point.
I don't know if Kojima and the industry can continue on this way. So it's like I'll be curious to see. But then GTA 6 just blows that out of the water. So
yeah.
I've been beating this drum for many years at this point, but I feel like Kojima, ever since Ground Zeroes, I have wished that he would do like more tightly curated, focused experiences that are just like, give me like 7 to 10 hours of a Kojima
100%
production. And I think those would be really, really good. And they could be very experimental and very like different. And just, he could just do his auteur shit on like shorter curated experiences. Cause he is not that he is not like,
he's a long-winded motherfucker.
He's a really long-winded motherfucker, and I think it's just like, the thing with like he's very talented, but I think where I've seen him shine the best have been in his short experiences, Ground Zeroes, PT, things like that. Like
a blast.
I just want like 100 Ground Zeroes. I want like Hitman, World of Assassination, Ground Zeroes.
That'd be great.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I would love to see him like kind of sunset his career with like those, and just be very like really experiential and like really different, and like let him kind of explore.
I'd love to see him like write a book or paint a picture.
Yeah,
just
make a movie.
Yeah,
fucking direct a goddamn movie.
I'm really surprised, to be totally honest. I'm really surprised he's not directing the A24 Death Stranding project.
I'm surprised by that too. Who is directing that? Have they said?
I'm not sure.
Jordan Vogt Roberts. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, by the way, so James, you recently saw Weapons. I heard that Monkey's Paw, Jordan Peele's studio, lost the bidding war for that. And apparently Jordan Peele got really pissed about it.
Fired everybody. Yeah, because they shared the same manager.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
It blew my mind. I saw the same thing after. Well, I was like reading about the movie after, and I was like, whoa, like,
Yeah.
what a weird dynamic situation to
Yeah.
be in. Like
Jordan and Kojima need to put their fucking collab out sooner than later so we can just talk
Yes.
about Jordan Peele on episodes of this show.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's OD is the collab. So if OD gets
I
canceled,
know.
then it's just
Yeah.
like
I just need
I
it to
don't
see
know
the
if
light
it's
of
gonna
day
be
in some
canceled.
form so that we can talk about Get Out and Nope on this show.
Yeah, we have Jordan Peele on. We have
Yeah, of
Chelsea
course.
Peretti on.
Yeah, of course.
yeah.
Um,
Was it Zach Kreger's going to be directing the Resident Evil live action?
yeah.
Movie?
Yeah.
It's
And he
super
seems like he gets it.
cool.
Kind of
For
excited.
sure. I
It
mean,
sounds like
he's
it, yeah.
like slightly older than us and
Yeah.
very much so of that generation and
Yeah.
like not in a shitty, stupid, superficial way. So
I watched a video, an old school video of him and Trevor.
Mhm.
Trevor? Yeah.
Trevor Moore.
In a sketch. And it's like, oh, Zach, it's good to
Oh,
see
the
you. What's
PCP
the
gallon.
PCP jug? It's like, I didn't even know they made it in liquid form.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I gotta get this over. They cut my wife's head off. That's so. Apparently, Alamo Drafthouse plays Whitest Kids You Know sketches before Weapons screening.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
they
very funny.
did. Or no, yeah, I wouldn't know. I didn't see it at the Alamo, which was a shame
Oh.
because
Yeah.
that would have been awesome. No,
I would see every movie at the Alamo if I could.
I
Yeah.
saw a
Yeah.
Death Stranding trailer before Weapons, which
Oh,
kind of
That's
shocked
right.
me.
You mentioned that.
I was like, I've never seen a video game trailer play before a movie.
yeah, I don't think I have either.
And I was like, what the fuck? It was a good trailer.
Nice.
Got me hyped.
James, would you like to carry on with Riley?
Before, really quick, sorry.
Yeah.
Before we carry on, I just want to announce that Adam, Mr. Cropes, platinumed Death Stranding 2 today.
Oh shit!
Cool.
And he got reposted by Hideo Kojima himself.
No way.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
That's
in the Death Stranding
crazy.
2 channel on the Discord. Yeah, he posted his
Where did he get
platinum
reposted
trophy.
by Kojima?
The Bad Place.
Oh
place.
no! Does Kojima still
Adam.
use it?
Yeah, looks like he does.
Yikes!
Oh, could
Well, that's
Reposted by
cool.
Hideo Kojima. Ian.
Big ups, Adam.
It's no good, but yeah, shout out Adam on that one. That's right.
110 hours, 43 minutes.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't think I'll
Total Carissa 37,313 kilograms,
be- Wow.
2,400 pieces of cargo delivered, 1,164.3 kilometers traveled, 52,080 chiral bandwidth, and 197 BTs defeated.
Whoa.
Wow.
Level
That's a high
level
amount of BTs.
339 porter grade Homo Liberans. Liberans? I don't know. Whatever.
It'd be very funny if at the end of that it was like 3 BTs killed.
Well, he defeated 3 BTs on his last mission, so
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Wow.
congrats,
Um,
Adam. Can you get us that interview, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Now that you
Personal
guys are
friend.
Now you've got that personal connection.
Yeah.
Okay, so Riley, Death Stranding 2 responses. Thank you, Riley. They say, hey, Alessio, Liliana, and James. If you all want to do some cleanup at the end of the game, I would recommend trying a 5-star Mr. Impossible first, as they give you the level 3 PCC. It
Mm.
places zip lines and other structures already at level 2 and will instantly build bridges and safe houses. Not- I didn't know that. That would have been helpful for my.
Did y'all ever build any safe houses?
I
I know,
built
no, they were always there
one-
by the time I got there.
I think I built one just to say that I
Just to
did
do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I probably did that too because I got the trophy for
Oh, nice.
building one of each thing. But yeah,
Oh,
no, I felt like anytime I rolled up where I felt like I needed one, somebody else had already
it was
put one
already there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not sure if it's possible as more orders open up when you get other facilities to a higher connection level, but it came in insanely handy during my final mission for that Rapscallion adventurer. Thanks as always,
that guy.
Riley. Yeah, fuck the adventurer for real. Like, woof.
Yeah. Every one of those fucking mountain people, like, I'm so sorry, but like,
Yeah, tough.
good lord.
I
Yeah,
don't like
yeah,
the
yeah.
way I don't like the way he said mountain people.
Yeah, we gotta do something about that.
Throw them against the wall. Jesus Christ. It's fine. They'll dispatch themselves. They'll just trip out of their home and roll down the side.
All right. We got a letter here from Nicole Anderson.
Oh,
lady
shout out
listener.
Nicole.
Ooh, shout out Nicole Anderson with the subject line 215 invisible episodes. Intriguing. I wonder what this could possibly be about.
Interesting.
Nicole begins the email with, "Hey, Metal Gear Mondays tactical podcast action. ChatGPT says the number one podcast growth source in 2025, YouTube.
Oh,
500
man.
million plus listening hours a month. 120% growth since 2023.
those are stats.
Hold on. Can we pause for 2 seconds?
Yeah.
It just dawned on me. She's citing ChatGPT as
Yeah.
a primary source.
Yeah.
I want to kill myself so
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
God.
ChatGPT
Where
says,
are we?
if you're
No.
215 episodes in and skipping YouTube, you're leaving audience and revenue on the table.
Well, we're well
With-
beyond that, Nicole.
well beyond it. With Optimizify's seamless YouTube SEO tech, we could make your next video 100% SEO ready and
good.
set it up to rank for the exact topics you cover without adding hours to your workflow. Too bad we spent the last decade obsessing over SEO to an almost neurotic degree, Nicole. Thanks for that.
What are the topics, Nicole? What are the exact topics that we cover, Nicole? Can you name 3? Name 3, Nicole.
I've got nipples, Nicole. Can you milk me? Would that be worth a conversation? Nicole
I think
Anderson.
I want to get Nicole Anderson on the show.
Yeah,
I think we got to interview
get
Nicole Anderson
on.
for the podcast.
Yeah.
Beacon of
Honestly,
content.
though, we respond. We set up a demo, surprise podcast.
Ooh. Is California a... How many parties of consent does
one.
California need?
I'm pretty sure one in California.
Okay,
could
so
be
we
wrong.
can set this up.
California is... Oh, it is
it's 2
not.
parties.
Is it
California
2?
is a 2-party
Damn.
consent
Yeah.
state. Damn.
Oh, well.
Not while ICE is
Well, but hold
occupied.
on though.
Fuck it.
Missouri's a 1 party. So like, how does that work?
Oh.
Interesting.
Is it for
So
the
we have to
recipient?
lure her. We have to lure her to
Yeah.
Missouri.
Well, we'll email her back. I only take in-person meetings under the arch.
Yep.
See you there.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Ohio's 1 party as well, so
Oh,
We
no.
got
got a
options.
lot of options.
I'm starting to think our listeners are starting to send us really esoteric, like puzzle box emails. That was a weird one, guys.
I mean, I don't know how to do that. Georgia is also a 1-party consent state. We got her.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got her.
Well, hopefully this next letter that I read will be a really normal,
Yeah.
traditional, regular email. Liquid Metal Mike, DS2 final listener response says, MGM, this is Liquid Metal Man. There's a disruption in the tar currents, and your final episode of Death Stranding 2 coverage will need to be delivered by hand.
Oh no.
It's currently being held in an abandoned factory on the opposite side of the continent. Unfortunately, this factory looks to be guarded by 600 ghost mechs, and it's located on top of a mountain. This episode has been marked as fragile, and you'll have to avoid every tiny rock in the world. So make sure to plan your route carefully and bring whatever gear you might need. If anyone can deliver this final episode, it's you. And don't worry, I'll hang back on the DHV Magellan and make sure no one steals the radio. Good luck, MGM. We're all counting on you. Thank you, Liquid Metal Mike. And you know what we're counting on? Episode 16. What's the name of the episode again?
Tomorrow. It's
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. MGM, this is Liquid Metal Man again. I've taken the liberty of contacting you via our private line. Charlie can't hear a word of this conversation, so we can say anything we want about him. He asked me about my weekend plan, so I told him I have to go out of town for a family gathering. If you talk to Charlie, make sure you don't tell him that I'm actually hosting a pool party. We will also have to take extra care not to share any photos of the party on the SSS. I'll let you get back to delivering the final episode, and I'll contact you when I have more details about the party. Yeah, so I tease it. So this is we mentioned at the end of last week's episode that this is the only title card in the whole episode that is white.
Beautiful.
And I love what they do here. The way God intended, yeah, of course. If the title card ain't white, the title card ain't right. The South will rise again.
Sure.
I was waiting for a sound. I was waiting for a soundboard. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think
Never
it's better.
predict.
I think it's better at the sound. Wow, that's really perfect.
Perfect. Yeah. No, the way that was fucking. I feel like I am dizzy. The way that fucking 5 hours long. It's 5 hours long. This podcast. Oh, James is putting on a hat now.
$10 a month, patreon.com/Metal Gear Mondays to see what's on the hat.
What's on the hat?
I'm going to make this point somehow. The way that it fades from the white title card into the scene that we kind of walk ourselves into, so beautiful. I
Yeah.
love
100%.
the way they do that. And where we're doing, Sam is sitting on top of the cliff in Mexico, except it is fucking blizzard snowing this time. So this is now the third time we've repeated this section, or repeated part of this section, because we have the initial one, the original one, we have the nightmare in chapter 2, and now we have this.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Oh yeah.
Sam wakes up, Lou there in his little carrier, little baby hand comes up, wakes him up, and now we have to make it home, except this time instead of being in sunny Mexico, we are in a blizzard.
Tear check 2025 Alessio, are the tears flowing at this point?
Yeah, how are you doing?
They were consistently from episode 13 until the end of the game. Yeah,
Not a dry cheek in the nose.
Yeah, I feel targeted. I was just like, Kojima, fuck you, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, and again, it's like it's some of the vision, like trying to see. It's hard to see in some instances, which is part of the whole bit of it. But
I had to slam that fucking Odra deck.
Yeah, constantly.
Thank God.
Playing other games now, I tap L1.
I miss the Odra deck. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, why is this not working?
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Aside from that, like it's pretty straightforward. You're just going. It's the same mission. You just have to get home.
Yeah, but considering the visibility thing, I'm not even gonna lie. I definitely got turned around multiple times. You have no access to a map.
Yeah,
you're sort of in like the sort of what is it called? The other place. There's like very traditionally at the end of every single Silent Hill. I can't remember what the fuck it's called. It's either Nowhere. I think it's called Nowhere, but there's no map. There's no nothing.
Yeah.
That's kind of what this feels like.
It was like haunting. Is how it felt. But it did the gripe I was like, why can't I wear this fucking jacket the rest of the game? This jacket's sick as fuck.
Yeah, I forgot how cool that jacket is. Yeah.
It looks so good. Give me that.
Very cool jacket. Yeah, you get home and the Magellan is there, and then Sam like collapses in front of the Magellan. He wakes up on the beach, and now he was passed out. He wakes up on the beach where he was, and tomorrow is passed out on the ground, and he like kind of like lifts her and hugs her, and the Magellan lands down in front of them, and then we cut to the ship. So we're on the Magellan. Sam is carrying Tomorrow, and Tarman's like, she's all right. She's unconscious, but she's unharmed because that chrysalis could protect her from all harm, as he stated before.
Sam, by the way, is still in like full like Goku. Just finished a big fight, like shirtless, covered in blood, like not a care in the world.
He just fucking spirit bombed.
That's fucking right.
Yep. And this is when we find out the sad truth. Fragile's dead. Fragile died.
What?
Yeah.
I just kissed her.
Maybe that's why she died. No, I'm kidding. We're about to find out why she died.
Yeah. So
James is dead now.
I appreciate the preview of the next 30 seconds you gave us.
Yeah. So Sam is kind of like holding her head, and Die Hardman is like telling him the story that she contacted him while he was still back in Mexico, and she died. Basically, she died when Higgs shot her. So this entire time she's been dead.
It's
And
because she was like mid jump, right?
Yeah.
She said that it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
her body and soul kind of got separated.
Yeah.
The Hanukkah, as it were.
Yeah.
On the con. And so she used the difference in the flow of time on the beach and in our world to remain on this immortal coil long enough to do what she needed to do. So she kind of like manipulated that like weird thing.
I'm not going to question it, but there was a part of me that was like, when everyone dies, doesn't their body stay on this side? So
Not functioning typically.
Also a good point. I was like, wow, that's even more effort to lie to Sam than I thought you initially went through.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, why did you not want Sam to know?
Omega gaslighting.
Yeah, big.
I will say this. So there was a moment we had to cut out of a previous episode where I think we all just kind of came to the realization simultaneously, because they don't really tell you that the hands that are on Fragile's shoulders throughout the game, those are her own hands. Those are her spirit dead hands.
Her old people hands.
Yeah.
Which I think makes their reappearance later very
yes,
melancholy and kind of like beautiful in a way. So
yeah. It was interesting because I just remember, especially when starting the game, it was like, what the fuck is this? And then it's like very hand waved in just like an early part. Though as I'm saying it out loud, didn't she have the hands before she got shot?
I don't think so. Actually, I'm not sure. I can look.
Yeah,
but
she did.
I do remember.
Oh, she did have the hands before she got shot.
Because remember when she showed up, she had them.
Oh, right.
Across her mouth.
Fuck. Maybe they're not her own hands.
I don't know, because like there's that codex entry that like talks about how they're like a spirit from the other side's like elderly hands.
I guess it's like the flow of time is weird. So could they have shown up to help her before she died because she's dead and her cause like experiencing time and
there's like some weird time travel shit,
dilation bullshit.
I don't know. I like to think they're her own hands, but
I don't think they really explain it very clearly.
They may not
I'm gonna
be.
choose. That's my headcanon, I think.
Yeah, even after we wrap DS2, if you have like a college thesis, if you have a graduate program thesis on how they're actually the Elder's hands from Death Stranding 1, just let me know.
If you have a fat dick thesis about hands,
but that's just a theory, a fat dick theory.
Fat dick.
Yeah. So she essentially is like, you can't tell Sam. And he would understand why. And then Sam hangs Dollman up in the cockpit, leaves, and he just like collapses and starts crying in the hallway of the Magellan.
He's a sad.
I couldn't help.
Sad boy.
And so basically, what has happened here is that being able to make the jump had nothing to do with her, but with Lou. And so she managed to jump Lou to the beach and said, I'm going to leave you here in their care because it's safer. And then when she woke up, she realized that she was dead, but she lost all memory of taking Lou to the beach. So that's why she was still like sad about Lou.
Write it down. Do they say whose beach they jumped to?
Well, it's Neil's, isn't it?
It's Neil's, right?
Yeah, it would have to be.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
Because the soldiers,
Did
Yeah.
Fragile need to do that? I have a lot of questions. We'll get into it.
Yeah. Maybe
Um,
Lou was the
the
catalyst.
cat, like
Yeah.
the map. Yeah.
Also, wasn't Lou laying there crying after they got shot
That's what I thought.
and then goes quiet? Damn.
Maybe
I was
maybe
so
I
caught up in the moment
guess
that I
wonder-
didn't think of
I
any of it.
wonder if-
quiet. It's the perspective. I think you're behind the mech at that point, and so like it goes quiet. So it's like, is she just quiet or did she disappear?
Well, no. You see the baby.
No, she's like, you see the baby
crying.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I almost wonder if since we're seeing it from like the perspective of somebody who is dead that does not remember anything that happened. Maybe it's like her brain playing tricks on her, and like that's what her car
Maybe.
made her see.
Yeah, maybe.
I can see that.
But yeah, so basically all this went down, and then when they made the jump to the A-Pass beach to chase after Troy Baker Higgs, that's when all her memories came back to her. And then she says it's my fault that Sam couldn't watch her grow up, but that she wants him to take advantage of his future with her, and then says that he will never be alone. And then
That's nice.
you cut to Sam's room, and Fragile's like gray form wakes him up. And then he points out the photo that he took of the girls.
Oh yeah.
And
good
says that again, that death can't tear us apart, and the others are waiting. And then he tries to like he goes like, Fragile, wait. He tries to get her to stay, but then she just like disappears.
Yeah.
And then something strange happens. They go to the bridge. Fragile is in a different outfit. Did they change her corpse?
It's a real
Yeah, I
fucking
noticed that
like
as well.
Lando Calrissian at the end of Empire Strikes Back wearing Han Solo's clothes, except way worse.
Yeah.
Like, what did happen there?
Yeah.
Dollman.
Very
Fucking creepy piece of
Dollman
shit.
did it.
Makes sense.
Anyway, Sam walks past Tomorrow. He sits down. He still has Lou's BB pod. And then Die Hardman smiles. And they start the thing to go home and jump back. And they do the circle of friends again.
Yep,
And then
good to see
as it
everybody.
kind of like spin around, who appears above Tomorrow but our good friend Neil Vana?
Oh yeah.
He's
Nirvana?
not done. Nirvana?
That was definitely a nerd's node moment in reflection.
Yes, 100%. And yeah, we get Neil back, which was very exciting.
Yeah,
I was very excited to
very
see
glad
Neil.
to see Neil again.
This whole section just like fucked me up.
Oh,
though.
Same,
so good.
Shit.
Yeah.
So we're about to basically get everything at this point. So Neil walks into Lucy's office at this point, and she tells him that they are after her child, and that everything that they're doing hinges on Lou being a sacrificial BB for their project. And she says, like, I need to be able to tell everybody that she's yours. And Neil is like very like angry. He's like, I'm not the father. Stop playing with me. And then she's just like, please. She like begs him to keep Lou safe, and he finally agrees. And then when
And it
she tries to hug,
they initiate the longest con just to fuck with one man in the
Yep.
history of video.
that then
Yep.
fails almost immediately.
Yeah,
by the way.
yeah.
But whatever. She goes to hug him, and she's like really happy that he's helping her, and he kind of like pulls away, and then it's very like, we have to leave next week. We're going to Mexico. And then she gives Neil that memory drive. Neil then arrives. We've jumped forward a little bit. Says we gotta go, and here is where you get that scene. I brought flowers to make it more romantic.
Yeah.
So the last encounter, it
Oof.
was him doing that, and he drops it. The
Fucking
place lights
brutal.
on fire.
What gut
This
punch.
was the actual moment he was bringing flowers for Lucy.
I don't know why, but Lucy packing the children's toy and then having to leave it just like really bothered me.
Yeah.
Like in an emotional, like I was just very upset. I was like,
Not
her
unlike
child's
a-
never
like a-
gonna have that toy. Like
Yeah.
I don't know why
Yeah.
little things like that fuck with me sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel that. It also like gave me a very like heavy feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
semi goofy admission, but like when I was a kid, if we were watching like Die Hard, I guess maybe not Die Hard, but like something like that, and it was like an innocent family's in the background during a car chase and they fucking smash through their table or whatever, I'd get like really upset. I'm like, that kid was having a birthday party, god damn it, you ruined that like I would get like legitimately upset. Like I don't know what.
Cannot wait for you to see Weapons.
Yeah. Fucking.
Did you that actually kind of reminds me, did you see that Chuck E. Cheese got arrested?
I'm sorry,
Charles?
what?
You mean Charles Entertainment
Charles
Cheese?
Entertainment Cheese.
See that mugshot, baby.
It's literally they arrest them in the middle of a birthday party in full costume, head and all.
That's a real thing. What?
In Orlando, Florida. Chuck E. Cheese mascot arrest leaves impression on Florida family. Does this mean Chuck E.'s gone forever?
Oh my god!
Yeah. A Central Florida family.
The image of him in handcuffs is so funny.
It's very funny.
The police couldn't have fucking waited for him to get done with the kid's birthday party.
Right. It's not like he's running anywhere. It's just like what we know. A Central Florida family visiting Tallahassee witnessed of course it's Florida, witnessed the arrest of Chuck E. Cheese mascot during what was supposed to be a fun family outing. The man in costume, identified as Jermel Jones, was taken into custody for allegedly using a customer's credit card to make over $100 in fraudulent charges.
That's it?
That's barely anything.
Yeah. They destroyed a child's life.
Oh, they've got a receipt.
$100.
He got Whataburger. Okay.
Oh man.
You're gonna ruin that child's.
So this man who can barely afford a fucking meal, just bought himself a lunch.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Police say Jones, an employee at the arcade, still had the card on him along with a small amount of marijuana and was also accused of a similar offense 6 months prior.
Boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo.
Everybody's got a little bit of marijuana on them.
Even newborns. It's crazy, actually. But we digress.
We digress. I just the idea of you being upset because like somebody's like kid's birthday got ruined because of circumstances that
sucks.
It was like 3
I've become
weeks ago.
hardened over my age, but every once in a while, things like Lucy's child toy kind of bring that back out of me.
Yeah. So he's like, just leave it. We have to go. And so she finally like leaves the toys and leaves. And then we get that scene where they're trying to get through the door in the Bridges compound and the alarm goes off. So, they scan Lucy's badge. She's fine. They scan Neil's badge. Alarm starts blaring, and then she like palms she's
pimp shit.
It was like fucking rad, smooth,
slickest sleight of hand you've ever seen in your life. It's like, oh, let me try, and then like does it again. And it's like, oh,
and now we know why all the guys are after Lucy, because if she can do that with a credit card, just imagine what she could do with.
Well, it's a good thing that took place on the Bridges compound and not Tallahassee, Florida, because. You never know; they might arrest her.
But yeah, she tricks the card reader into scanning her card. The guards think it's Neil's card. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
So they get through.
Somebody would see the.
Well, I mean, I guess like the idea is that like they'd be gone by the time they realize that's the plot. But they realized very immediately because Great Value Conan O'Brien.
Did
very angrily
get a name? Were we given?
No,
a name
they never named him.
I hate this guy. But he plays this role so well. Like
he nails the role. Fuck him.
Shithead bureaucrat.
Very, very good. Yeah. And he is yelling. He's like
yelling, dude.
DHV Mayellen, as they say. He's like, you think that we would let you leave? You know how valuable the child of a repatriate is. And then Neil pulls a gun and is like, back off, that's my kid. And the man kind of laughs at him. And then the soldiers like shoot, like a soldier shoots and clips and gets Lucy.
Crazy.
Super fucked up.
And then
the bureaucrat man loses it and he's like, why are you trying to fucking
stand down? Stand down.
Well, and then I have a question. So everybody, there's a name for the thing that Sam has, which is repatriation, and everybody talks about it like it's this mystical thing. That must imply that there are other people who can do this, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Like I would assume so. Yeah.
So where are these other people? Like,
where are these other people? And I was wondering at this point. I was like, oh, like I know they know that it is the child of a repatriate. Do they also know that like it's going to be an extinction entity?
That I don't know. Maybe they do.
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of it.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't even know what an extinction entity is. At
Right.
This point.
Yeah. I'm like, who? Because who fucking knows?
Yeah. But then again,
Yeah.
randos in their little prepper huts
Well, no,
are getting feeds
because
about Higgs and all of his doings,
That's
so
true.
everyone should know everything.
I mean, I guess I don't know. Like, I'm confused about it because, like,
Bridget's already there, right? And she knows she was one.
this is like we're in the Death Stranding, and we
Yeah,
are like
that's true.
deep in the Death Stranding, so they would have to know what an extinction entity is, right? Because
at
Was
least
that made
Bridget.
public though?
Well, but at least Bridget, who's
Well-
like controlling these people, would know. And so, like, if she knows
Yeah,
and
that's
she's
true.
pulling the
It-
strings on this, like,
yeah, it wouldn't need to be made public.
I
'cause it's
imagine that's
Bridges.
why.
But
like,
it was Bridget that like stashed Lou though.
that's confusing too, because it's like if
It was Bridget that stashed Lou because she wanted to keep Lou safe, but it was also like Bridges doing shady shit.
yeah,
So
because
Bridges would have known about the shady shit, and they were trying to hide shit
Yeah.
as well.
Is there, I wonder if there's like other people involved in Bridges other than because they always made it seem
That's
as
true,
if
too.
Bridget was like the mastermind.
Right.
But it's like surely there has to be some
someone
sort of
else.
multi-member situation.
Yeah, because that must be why like Lou would have been able to be like they could have done the whole connection with one BB instead of
Yeah.
Yeah.
the 10 or whatever.
Well,
How
per
weird.
Matt's email, where we're being positive and fun loving, I just want to reiterate that like at this point in the game, I was just letting this wash over me.
Yeah,
And
it's
it
like
was like
literally,
very
like
impressionistic. Like
a
Totally.
wave on a beach, like letting it just caress me. And
It was
yeah,
beautiful.
exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
I was like fucking
broad strokes are
captivated.
wonderful. I don't need to know the fucking.
I
little
totally
itty-bitties.
agree with that because
Yeah.
like I felt a lot of emotions during this scene.
100%,
Just like
yeah.
especially this next part.
Dude,
Fucking-
fucking bureaucrat backstabbing piece of
Ooh.
shit. That tore me
Right?
up, man. I got so mad.
yeah.
Ugh, no.
But yeah, so speaking of which, yeah, so Neil kind of like drags Lucy into a conference room and puts her on a table. And then the man kind of like makes it into the room with him, and Neil's just like, you have to save her. And he's like, we can try, but there will be conditions. And it's just like we have to be able to take the baby. And then Neil's like, is that it? And he's kind of like distracted and like thinking, and then the men storm the room and gun down Neil.
Oh no, but
Um,
before that, the guy promises that
Yeah.
they'll keep him
Yeah, yeah.
safe. Like they're like,
Yeah.
no, we'll protect you, and then
Yeah.
immediately gets
Yeah,
fucking
betrayal.
gunned down.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
And the motherfucker's smiling during it too. I think, if I remember correctly.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he's not a
Yeah.
good dude.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so-
and then we cut to again another full context of the flashback of the doctors kind of like dealing with a body, and it's Neil. We know it's Neil now, and we could have figured, but we know for sure now. And they're talking about how BB0 was extracted and transferred successfully, which is like, damn. And then they pull the sheet back on Neil, and they freak out because he is necrotizing, and they don't know how he did it, how it happened that fast.
That's
and
'cause
so
our
they
boy
freak
was,
out.
Our boy was turbulent with
I was
emotions.
gonna say he was just so
Yep.
pissed that like he was like, I'm gonna blow these fuckers up.
I
Mhm.
love it, dude.
You ever get so angry that you decompose for
Real
for
fast.
vengeance?
Yeah. You ever just become a nuke?
Yeah. Do you ever feel like a sci-fi nuke?
I just hope that
Um,
bureaucratic fuck was in the building.
Oh, he
Yeah.
must have been. He had to have been. Well, that's the thing. Is like everybody in that building died. Like,
Yeah.
that
Well,
was the
surely more
whole-
than just the building too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's a whole fucking thing.
Unless you're Sam, in which case it's just like 50
Another day
yard
at the office.
bubble.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but I mean his void outs are just like
Oh yeah.
100 feet
Yeah.
across. Like,
Yeah, they're
All right,
huge.
cool.
Like
Baby
well, like
void
void
out.
outs, like I said, void outs take out like whole not cities. Like
yeah,
that's
yeah,
how we,
yeah.
that's how we
Well, it's
know,
also
with
probably
A-
like a
with
chain
APAS and
reaction
everything.
because you're like killing all these people who are then
Gonna void out, too.
necrotizing and voiding
Mhm.
out, and
Yeah. I wonder how that
vicious
does
cycle.
work. I don't
it's like
know.
a cluster nuke.
Mm.
Ooh.
So Neil's body is like necrotizing and it melts, and then you start to like control this like floating entity that's like drifting through the hallways of this building.
I think it's Neil's Ka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neil's Ka, and it's like going forward, and you you make your way over to another body, which is Lucy.
Rip.
And who walks in but Sam,
With a bad
who
haircut.
starts
with a
with
bad,
a
which
really
had a bad
real
haircut
bad
in the first
haircut.
game, so I'm not surprised.
Um,
He actually looks like in season 1 of The Walking Dead how he looked, which
Yeah.
really cracked
he
me
looked
up.
really weird in season 1 of The
Looked
Walking
really
Dead too.
weird.
Yeah. But the reason why we know it's Lucy because Sam walks in and he like reveals, he pulls the sheet back, and then he starts crying when he realizes that she's not like she is no longer with child. Something happened to the kid. And then he like grabs her body and carries her out of the room, and then we kind of like follow him down the hall, and then Neil voids out, and that's the incident that Sam survived, that everybody died in. And the way he turns around to like look at you coming after him reminds me very like it feels almost like the shot was taken directly from PT, the reveal at the end.
Oh, yeah,
Like the way he
totally.
turns, like it looks exactly like that.
It totally does. I didn't even think of that.
It is interesting too, though, because it seems as if Sam felt this presence.
Yeah.
So it's
of
interesting.
Neil.
Like, I don't know if the void out fucked his memory up or what, but it's like you would think that he would have some sort of idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, hold up. Doesn't Sam mention that Lucy told him that the kid was not his?
He says earlier in the game, like when the information gets revealed, that it wasn't his kid.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
s-
granted, that doesn't necessarily mean that he knows Neil, but it's
I-
like
I got the
think-
sense that he knew that there was an affair.
Yeah.
And so
Okay.
he
I
maybe
think he
wasn't
knew
sure.
that she was cheating on him, and I think
Yeah.
he said that to disconnect him from
Right.
got it. Because I was going to say
feeling.
the first time he met Neil and Neil's talking about Lou, I feel like he should have put 2 and 2 together, but
Yeah, but again, he's God's most
Snobby.
beautiful moron. Like I don't like
he's a little like Kazuma Kiryu like, in that way.
a little bit. That's rad. But yeah, so the void out happens, and then Neil wakes up and he's underwater, and then he sees Lou on the ground, and then you see Fragile crawling to her, and then Fragile collapses, dies. And then you see
Rip.
Fragile's the gray Fragile walk in, bundle her up, and she's walking, and then the soldiers
Mhm.
that have been flanking Neil every time we like meet him in battle start like escorting Fragile
Mhm.
through and there's like the scene is changing through all the places that we fought him, and then she hands Lou off to like these dead souls, and then it kind of like does a transition, and then we see Tomorrow in the chrysalis that we found her in, and it's like breaking open.
Yeah, it was really
And
good. Like,
then-
like even though, I mean, we've talked about this in the season, but even though like we all knew essentially that Lou was Tomorrow, the
Yeah.
way in which they like reveal it here
Still
is
great.
just
Beautiful.
really
Yeah.
fucking
Chef's kiss.
good.
Yeah.
It's really, really beautiful.
Like this is quite literally like we've been following this man, maybe not necessarily like in a serious way or what have you, but we've been following this man's work since like 1998, at
Mhm.
least
Yeah.
like Lily and I, and to like
Yeah.
see this, I
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
I had this like that's my boy moment.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Like I had this moment where I was just like, you fucking did it,
Yeah.
dude. Like I was
it
so
really
stoked.
stuck the
legitimately-
landing.
It legitimately felt that whole scene, literally from the beginning, we go to the flashback with Neil all the way up to this reveal. It feels like this was this was a triumph.
Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I don't know that I would necessarily describe a lot of stuff that he does as a triumph.
Mhm.
This was that. This was absolutely that. And to kind of like see that, because again, Alessio said like almost 30 years me and him have been following Kojima, and just like to see something like this is just like,
Mhm.
this is why I think we can all probably like agree that if this was his last game, we'd be okay with it.
Yeah, like he just fucking nailed it.
'Cause,
Like
Yeah, he knocked it out of the park with this.
Really
with
did.
this. Tomorrow then wakes up, because it's not over yet. Still fucking going. And again, this whole next bit is part of the triumph here. Tomorrow wakes up, she sees Neil, and then Neil turns around and starts escorting her through that like first battlefield where all the fireworks were.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get back to the circle of friends on the bridge, and they start to surface, and all the crypto buyouts start waking them up, and then the scene cuts to black, and then we're back on the bridge.
So good.
And some stuff here in Alessio. I know that you were not doing well here. As this progresses, I was not doing well here.
I was not doing well here either. It was very.
We were none of us were doing well.
Very.
Tamara wakes up and she starts crying.
I'm fucking sobbing.
Yeah.
Like a child.
She turns around and she hugs Sam.
Oh my God.
And she says that she remembers everything. And then I called it, she takes off the bandage and reveals that the birthmark, she has the same birthmark in the same place as Lou.
Lily, answer me a serious question really quickly.
Yes.
In the midst of your tears, did you fucking snap to and say I called it when she peeled the thing off?
I did not. I did not.
That's how I know you truly were feeling.
Yeah, I was in it. I didn't say like I did say once the credits were rolling, I was like, gotcha, bitch. But like I like in the moment I was like, nah, I'm in this. And then Sam goes, Lou? Ugh.
Lou?
Fuck.
Dude.
And then it cuts to Fragile's body and she's smiling.
Yeah.
Because she was able, like her mission was finished.
Mission accomplished.
And
can you imagine if she thumbs up?
Oh, that would have been great. And then they stare at each other. And if you've seen the thumbnail of this episode, you'll know that's what's going on there. She goes, I'm your Louise. And he goes, yeah. And then it cuts.
Love that being like the last line of dialogue from Sam. Like perfect.
Yeah.
Like microcosm of Sam's character in this game.
And that's a wrap on Sam Porter Bridges.
MGM, Liquid Metal Man here. I'm contacting you to remind you that the episode you're carrying cannot be damaged in any way. Unfortunately, the tar currents are too turbulent to use the DHV Magellan, so you're going to have to deliver that final episode on your own. Don't worry though, Dollman will let you know if the episode gets damaged when you step on a tiny rock. I'm going to continue to stay on the DHV Magellan because Tarman keeps farting and I need to open the windows. You're almost done delivering the final episode to the listeners. Keep it up, MGM. Appreciate the call out. The Dollman's going to be an annoying little fuck on the final delivery, as he always is.
Thanks, Mikey.
Midway through the end credits, I was like, why am I feeling both elated and angry?
Yeah.
And I was like, that's because Sam never fucking said I love you.
I
was so mad. I was like, bro, like I get nobody says that in any of these fucking Kojima games, but it's like, bro,
the one
this is
time
your kid.
Yeah.
And she's older. And like you found her. She's alive.
She's here.
I was just
it's like it would have been really cool if he did that, but at the same time it's just like it's so perfect that that's his last line of dialogue in response to this like extremely emotional thing that it's just like I can't be too mad about it.
Just to use this word in lieu of the credits. I'm gonna play an audio clip that's a few seconds long that fully summarizes my feelings on the end of this game. So here you guys go. Hopefully the volume's not going to be too shitty.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself.
I remember as soon as you beat it.
Oh no. I didn't mean to
As
trigger
soon
it.
as you beat it, you sent us that GIF, so I should have figured
This is so
that's what
good.
you
Yeah.
were gonna do.
It's so fucking
Um,
good. I also did not expect there to be a post credit, but I was sitting there like,
Yeah,
I played this game sitting on the floor, like legs crossed, 3 feet in front of the TV, by the way, for the entirety of it. So I was
Oh,
very
wow.
much so just like Japanese grade school kid, like
That's
just
fucking
big dumb
rad.
fucking smile, like as these credits were rolling.
Yes.
But yeah, so we get this like post credits, and it cuts
Great
to
post-credits scene.
great post credits. Tomorrow, Porter Regalia, she's got those hands that we are just gonna
But before that,
headcanon
though,
our
they
fragiles.
show like the world between now and then.
Oh
and,
yeah,
like,
it's
this
healing. Like all the animals,
transformation.
there's like deer and stuff running
Oh, that's
around. and,
right.
like,
Yeah.
Very like end of
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII, where there's like
Yeah.
grass overgrowing the bridges, and you
Yep.
do see some mechanized porters. Don't
Yeah.
you see? You don't see any people. Period. Though.
No, it's all
Oh,
mech
you do see
quarters.
people coming
No,
out of their shelters.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, which is
great.
it ends on such a hopeful note.
Very
Like,
hopeful ending, which
It's
like
very nice.
I feel like is a rarity these days. Like it was nice to
Yeah.
have a different feeling other than, huh.
well, especially right now too.
Yeah,
Like this
for
felt very
sure.
much like,
Yeah.
oh, there is possibility of a happy ending in the midst of
Well, that
this
was
turmoil.
and I think that was the powerful thing about it, was that like, yeah, it had the robotic porters, but people were coming, and so like the animals were like running around the porters while the
Yeah.
like the legs
Yeah.
were like
Oh, and
delivering
they're
stuff, and it
animals.
was like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like the animals, the people, and it's just like
Yeah.
everything is like living in harmony and helping to move humanity forward in the same
The
way that
implication with the animals, I thought too, because of the types of animals that they were showing, was that there is no more timefall. Was
yeah,
the vibe that I got?
Yeah.
the vibe
Yep.
that I got too.
I wanted, after we saw like older Fragile and like the Porter gear, I wanted so bad for the end game
Tomorrow.
to be, did I say Fragile?
Yeah.
Tomorrow in the Porter gear. I wanted so bad the end game to be playing as Tomorrow now.
Oh, in the
delivering like the remainder of the
that
packages.
would have
and, like,
been
give our boy Sam a rest.
Yeah.
You know?
I just think the world would have been so different that it
For
would
sure.
have
Yeah.
wouldn't have made sense.
No,
but-
it
like
wouldn't
a
have made
completely
sense.
different game. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, sorry, Lily.
But yeah, so you get the scene, and so she lights the cigarette up with Fragile's
So
hands,
good.
and she recites the same speech from the beginning, that I've always loved Porter's speech, which is like, oh,
Yep.
great. And then she looks through some pictures, so she has that restored picture of Sam, Bridget, and Lucy, and then she flips to the next picture, and it's a picture of Rainey and her newborn
Baby.
child, her
That
little
part
baby
got me
that's
too.
been
I was
born.
so happy to see that
So
picture.
that means all the moms probably gave birth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably
Deborah
the idea.
Wilson, birth.
Big ups.
Sam fixed the planet, y'all.
Yeah. Hack the planet. And then she flips to the last picture, and it's the picture that you took of the girls in the hallway, which is really nice. And then she smiles and she says, death can't tear us apart. That's why today is another day on the road.
Right.
And then it cuts back to Sam's shelter, and it zooms in on the shelf of a basket a BB pod, the BB pod filled with a bunch of ripe apples, and Doll Man.
Oh yeah, he's no longer
possessing the doll. It's just the doll now.
I really hope that means that his spirit moved on and we never have to hear or see.
I was
him
going to
ever
say
again.
the happiest ending possible. Doll Man is finally dead.
This
is the moment. He's been exercised.
We've all been waiting for.
And then we get our completion. We completed main order 49. Deliver the present for Lou, which we never got to do at the beginning.
Wow.
And we cut to.
I didn't even notice that.
I
Oh my
didn't notice
god,
that either. That's a really nice
Yeah.
full circle.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then we cut to episode 17. One day.
One day.
I love this because this is our post game sandbox. The mission is do as you please. And then what I love about this is Sam wakes up on the Magellan. He sits up and you get the intercom, and it's Die Hardman. He goes, "Sam, it's Charlie." Just kidding. Which got a really good chuckle out of me. And then he kind of like tells you about like the Cupid. So now you can turn the Cupid on, and it reduces the threat of BTs and ghost mechs, so you can kind of do stuff around the world easier if you want. You can turn it off and bring that threat back, but turning it on reduces the threat of
which is
BTs
pretty
and
neat.
things from the other side. So I like that they've added that in there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I love
We,
that Doll Man as well as like all the girls are resting.
Yeah,
It's
right.
just
Yeah.
boys now.
Just
Like,
boys.
Yeah, well, you get like SSS things of just like Rainey went back to her shelter,
Yeah.
and like Tomorrow's doing this, and everybody's just doing their own thing, and it's just like, yeah,
yeah,
Nice.
it's really cool. This also, I'm just gonna park this shit here front and center. I'm good on Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Like this is
Yeah.
this is good. This is
need no more
yeah,
Death
this
Stranding.
is the
Definitely. Like it was a full story. Like I got what I needed.
What I'll just say this now, based on what you just said. I think it's gonna make sense because Alessio, you thought that I had like some type of like insane sadness earlier when I said that I'm probably not going to do much side stuff before.
Oh
we
no.
record.
I totally just thought you got like busy with personal shit. Like I totally misread that. I totally thought you were like, I'm going through it this week, so I'm not gonna have time. You know what I mean? Like I definitely didn't.
And
But
well,
yeah.
the response was just like, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope everything's okay." and so did Jordan.
I
as
think
well.
Jordan took
S.
my cue, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was more or less coming off of you. So basically, I watched videos, but this week I tried to go back into Death Stranding 2 and do some of the side stuff that I said I was going to do, and I played it for a little bit. I learned the secret of the Ghost Hunter and all that other stuff, and I tried. I want to just get through this because I don't know how you want to structure this next part.
Yeah, we can do the side stuff after this. I was just speaking sort of generally.
Oh, I will certainly share. And that was really cool to kind of like that part there. But like as I was kind of like doing more traversal and more stuff, I was just like, I'm good.
Yeah, no,
and not in like a malicious like this game sucks, I'm tired of this game kind of way, because I really love this game. Again,
this
it
game's
is
great.
It is like, I don't know, like again, like unless Ghost of Yote is like fucking like it's gonna be my number 2 game of the year. Behind
like if Expedition 33 hadn't come out this year, I do think Death Stranding 2 would probably be my favorite.
I completely agree.
I swear to God, like we have jokingly referred to ourselves as the Kojima cockriders, but we have never. I don't think we've ever been as sweet on Kojima as we are right now.
I certainly haven't.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. It's just like my relationship with Kojima had a second wind. I'm like on honeymoon 2 now after a rough, rocky patch for several years.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think that I had the full experience with it. Like it wasn't bad. It's just like it's not like a disdainful retirement. It's just contentedness. Yeah. And like I feel like doing more would ruin it. I was sitting there, I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. And I was like, I don't think I need to play it anymore. It's just like I got my experience. It was a very good experience. I'm very happy with overall how the game shook out. I'm good. Like I'm happy. And again, I watched videos of some of the other side stuff just to kind of see. But
I think you just put my experience in perfect words as well, because like I was having a hard time like describing what my holdup was. But like I fired it up maybe 2 or 3 times after rolling credits, but each time, to your point, Lily, I would play for like maybe an hour and then just be like, I'm not really like, for some reason something's not clicking. And I was just essentially just ferrying shit around trying to get some people's ratings up. And I think for the most part, like most of my folks are like 4 stars at least, just across the board. But it just got to a point where I was like, I 5-starred everybody in the original Death Stranding and collected those fucking stars on my pants. I did all of that. And I was like, to your point, it's like this whole week I literally had no time to fire it up at all. But last week, funny enough, just for shits and giggles, because we had been talking about it off mic, I was like, I'm gonna play fucking Cyberpunk and get to Phantom Liberty. And I fired it up for like 30 minutes, and then I was like, this has completely taken hold of my soul. And so I was
Phantom Liberty is
so fun,
phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean,
Very, very good.
I'm just to the point in the main game. This is my second playthrough. I've like put 100 hours into this game when it came out, but I just got to the point in my second playthrough where I'm like gonna go meet with the Arasaka
Yes.
daughter, and so I'm like, all right, now I'm at the point
Time
of
to
no
do it.
return.
Meet
Fuck
Hanako at
yes.
Embers, baby. Infamous
Yeah.
mission.
Hanako at Embers.
Can't make it go away.
Yeah.
Gotta meet Hanako at Embers.
But anyway,
That's
so
so
yeah.
good.
Long story short, I much like you, Lily. I wouldn't say I like fell out of love with the game. I just feel like
Yeah.
I ate a complete meal. I feel
Yeah, I was gonna say
satiated.
I actually felt like because I had
Don't
the
need
same
dessert, Kojima.
don't need dessert. I had
Yeah.
the same experience as both of you, and I felt like it was actually a testament to how content I was with the ending. Where I was just like, yeah, like I
You feel
don't
good?
need anything else that's gonna happen. I got the complete package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like if you're going to be a completionist about this game, I would actually probably recommend saving episode 11 through 16
Yeah.
for like after.
Yeah.
I completely
Like
agree with that.
that's when you want to do like
Maybe
that's when you wanna
closer
do
because I think you have to
all of the
unlock
stuff.
one of the, I think Terminal Fort Knot
You
is
do-
episode
yeah.
12, 11 or 12.
Yeah, you have to
I'm
get
not
to
sure.
at least Terminal Fort Knot. But
Yeah. I think it's
but
episode
yeah.
13 because we did 11, 12, 13 in that one episode.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
10 is 11 is Quake, which is the Neil, 12 is
Yeah.
Fragile, and 13 is Die Hard. So it would have to be either 10 or 12. No,
Yeah,
12.
yeah,
It would have to be 12, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because 13 sends you on the fucking
I guess
tumble.
when Tarman tells you to go to Mexico, that's like the best
Yeah,
time to be like, you know
that's
what?
your
Nah, I'm
that's
good.
your point of no return.
Yeah,
de facto.
because I think from that point forward, like, yeah, I just got Mr. Impossible up to 4 stars, which I do have a funny story about that. Well, no, we already
Yeah.
talked about some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, yeah. Also, I'm going to go ahead and say this week has been pure chaos. And so I have had no time to look at any videos on any of the side stuff.
Yeah.
So I will be leaning on you guys to
Yes.
please carry that burden for me.
Yeah.
MGM, it's Liquid Metal Mike again. I'm contacting you from the Shadow Cabinet. Heartman. I like that Heartman is spelled like fucking Corey Hart in this email and not like Heartman has been
noticed
keeping
that.
some lady in here and there's vomit everywhere.
Oh no.
I know you're still busy delivering the final episode of the podcast, but if you could do some backtracking and bring some air fresheners to the DHV Magellan, we could start working on the taking care of the smell of Tarman farts and lady vomit. And don't forget, that episode can't be damaged in any way, so avoid any distractions like unnecessary chiral network FaceTime calls. I'll stay here and await your delivery of air fresheners.
The Secret of the Ghost Hunter was the one thing that I actually did play and discover. I
fun.
don't know if it was pretty cool. And after I figured this out, I was like, this is when I was just like, I'm good. And just kind of like after that.
It
But
was also kind of the last thing I did. I was like,
Yeah.
yep.
so if you go up to the Ghost Hunter and deliver something to him after you've beaten the game, you'll be like, he's not there. And Dollman's like,
Where'd he go?
where'd he go? And you have to turn the Cupid off
Oh shit!
to interact with the Ghost Hunter again.
I loved
Homie's
that.
dead.
Yeah. So the Ghost Hunter is a ghost.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
fire.
Fucking
Yeah, it's
loved that.
incredibly cool. And then the trophy pops once you like get
Mhm.
that, once you hit that revelation. I was like, whoa, very, very cool reveal. I know Jordan S in the Discord was talking about how like his missions from there just like involve you investigating like spooky things and like fighting like big ass BTs and stuff like that, which is really cool. I guess you get to fight one of the fucking Megazord ones.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
What are they
that's
called?
at some point.
Gigas or something.
Yeah, the Gigas, the biggies as you call them.
Yeah, the biggies.
The
biggies.
Is it the fully
Yeah.
assembled biggie with the wings
Yeah,
and everything?
that I don't know. I think so.
Oh shit.
That's what it seemed like. He posted a screenshot that he deleted, I think, just for spoilers' sake.
Okay.
But I think it was. I could be wrong though.
Got it. Oh, I also, speaking of biggies, discovered that the F3 crater that's over by the North Mine.
Yeah,
Yeah, what's
it's
going
an
on?
arena. It's an
Oh,
arena.
Yeah, apparently it just queues up all the big fucking BTs that you've battled, and so
yeah.
you can
No shit.
recapture them.
Yeah, so that's where you can like pretty
Oh.
reliably capture beaties, and it cycles them. It's random.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Also scary. I don't want to go.
Also,
over there.
yeah,
That's
very scary. Would it have done that if we had gone there at any time, or is it only
don't know.
post? Huh.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
No
That's
idea.
interesting.
Yeah.
Did you know you can catch that giant fucking crab spider? by
Yeah,
the
we
way?
talked about it last.
Yeah,
we talked
yeah,
about it
yeah.
last
It's
That blows
crazy.
my mind.
Yeah, it's nuts.
You can
You
use
can
it.
catch everything.
Yeah, you can apparently use the Lord of the Lake as well.
Yeah, you can capture Lord of the Lake.
That feels fucking insane to me.
Yeah.
That
There's
thing's
like
huge.
there's and you did that, Simon. I didn't want to go
I
into
did,
detail.
yeah.
So
It
we'll
was
have you talk
a
about
lot of
that in a
fun.
second. But apparently, when it dives on the ground, there's like a
Mhm.
moment where you can like throw it at its head and it'll capture it. It's like,
That's so crazy.
okay,
Yeah, apparently nothing can hit it too if you
yeah,
use it.
because it's
Is what I've
fucking
heard.
flying up in the air.
That's crazy.
But yeah, so that was really cool with the Ghost Hunter. Here's something that I'll say is that nobody is gonna stop me making pizza. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, what
Did y'all
happens
see
with
that
the pizza
scene?
chef?
No, I didn't end up seeing that scene.
I saw part of
there-
it. I've seen a bit.
I've
of
seen
it.
some screen caps from it, yeah.
So there is a thing you can pick up. It's the pizza chef's misanga or something like that. When you deliver it to the pizza chef, and I've been waiting to talk about this because I actually did it. I played this part.
Oh yeah.
You deliver it to the pizza chef, and once you've delivered it, his door opens.
Oh shit!
And Sam's just like, huh. And he goes in, he's like looking around, and the pizza chef's like tossing dough and like making pizza. And then he stops and he turns around, and Sam just like, and then the pizza chef just
Sam goes,
attacks him.
yeah.
And the pizza chef just attacks him. And so like Sam's like dodging, and he's like doing like fucking karate attacks at Sam. And while all of this is happening, like they're kind of like building the grossest looking pizza you've ever seen in your life. It's like a chiral pizza or something.
Oh my god.
And eventually it gets to the point where they're just like fighting and like building this pizza, and then they both end up by the oven, and they look at it and they're just like, huh. And the pizza chef starts cooking it. And then he gives it to Sam, and then he does like this really forceful slice. Sam like takes a bite. He's like, God damn.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's like, it's the most excited he's ever been about anything.
That's
ever.
incredible.
You know
It
what?
More
almost
excited
cured his
than he-
depression.
Alessio?
Yeah, more excited than his fighting his daughter again.
Alessio, cue it here.
God damn.
It's so fucking good. And yeah, so Sam, like, it is instantaneous. This man starts eating this pizza. The camera goes behind him, and the next time it cuts back to him, he's only got one slice of pizza left.
Whoa.
He wolfs it down, and then pizza chef is like, "Oh, you're Sam. Okay, I have
I like
something
how that
for
tips
you."
him off.
Yeah. But yeah, he's just like, he's like in the middle, like I say, like in the middle, he's like, nobody will stop me making my pizza, as he's attacking Sam, and like he's all these things. And he's just like, he's just like, let me see, I'm pulling up the video just for, he's like, I need a moment. I have something for you. Wait for me upstairs. And Sam goes upstairs. He gets handed the other pizza. He goes upstairs, and he walks outside. And now there is a big, giant neon sign with an arrow pointing at his shelter that says "Pizza Atami." And there's just like this, like that, like "Pizza Atami," and he's just like this woman singing the Pizza Atami theme song. So it says "Pizza Atami" now open with like the fucking neon arrow pointing at it, and then the top of his bunker says Pizza Atami on it, and it says delivery only.
That's so
And
funny.
then
That's awesome.
yeah, and then Sam talks to him at the thing, and he's like, "Was that martial arts?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's my own." I need to figure out what it was called. He said, "It's my own." He said, "What was that martial arts?" It was my own brand of a karate I invented while honing my craft. Pizza dough acrobatic karate, to be correct. And then he like says, he's like, "What's the most important thing about getting a pizza, like giving a pizza to your customer?" And Sam's just like the way you season it, maybe? And then he's like, no, it's delivering it. And it just like kind of gives him a little boost. And then he goes, I'm gonna give you my ability to do the pizza attack. And so then you unlock this ability to fucking do like the spiral cannon. Like literally, like Sam will jump up and he'll just be like, and he'll like spin his entire body and like attack and like knock people out. It is fucking amazing.
He does like the M Bison fucking
That's literally what it is. It's the
psycho
psycho spiral. Yeah, whatever that fucking move is.
Yeah. That's sick. Oh, that's where that's come from then, because I've seen gifs of that.
Yeah, and the reason why
it's just called the Psycho Crusher.
Yeah, Psycho Crusher. Cool. The reason why he attacked Sam was because he thought that it was brigands, and he didn't hear them breaking in the first time, and so they imprisoned him and then tried to run his business with an imposter, and he was very upset about that. And so when Sam came into the shelter, he thought it was another brigand and started fighting him. And then they built a pizza together in the name of harmony and brotherhood, and that made him realize it was Sam.
You do.
Yeah, more people should do that.
You also get the rubber pizza.
Okay.
And the rubber pizza, and I'll read the description, is a rubber disc used to train aspiring pizzaiolos provided by the pizza chef. It can be thrown as a weapon, knocking even the most heavily armored humans out when a headshot is scored.
Oh.
Suited for covert ops and fits in a grenade pouch.
That's sick.
That's pretty tight.
Yeah. So, and then
that's good reward.
That's the pizza chef. It's pretty cool.
Nice. James, you want to take us to the lake?
Yeah, take us to the lake. Let's talk about the fisherman.
I do appreciate that the pizza chef teaches you martial arts, gives you the rubber pizza, and teaches you how to kill.
Yeah.
I really wish they would have put
no pizza prisoners.
I really wish they would have put void out craters all around his shelter.
Oh my god, that would have been hilarious.
That would have been really funny.
That's the obstacle you have to avoid.
So neither of you did the fisherman?
I got part of the way through, but did not get far enough to actually complete it.
I don't know what it was.
I did watch a video of the fight, and when I tell you seeing what Lord of the Lake was gave me that PTSD moment.
Yeah.
I literally sat back in my chair and I said, that fucking whale.
Yep. It is that fucking whale. The fisherman I really liked. I don't know what it was. I really liked this. I liked the area they were in. I liked that you could get to the musician from there. I liked
like his vibe.
F5, where I like his vibe. F5 is where Igor's brother is.
Yeah.
His name Frank.
Yeah.
Also, I think all the time about
Victor.
Thank you. I think all the time about how
Victor Frank.
Different.
Yeah, Victor Frank.
That's right. Frank. How different things would have gone if Sam just hadn't gone with Igor on that fateful day.
That's true.
We would have been somewhere else. But
that was also Fragile's ghost dilating through time to make sure shit happened.
Yes. But yeah, you do some missions for the fishermen. It's fine. There's like a few where it's like you go and shoot some of those jellyfish. Like there was nothing to write home about. The final mission, though, the fisherman calls you and he's like, I've been researching the tar monster and I think I finally figured it out. Come on by and talk to me. And he's like, here's the deal. There's one BT that you can capture that really pisses the Lord of the Tar off. And the Lord of the Tar is not coming out unless you summon this BT. And
I just love this idea of I really hate Lily, so if you bring her to my house, I'm gonna come outside and try to start
throw down.
Yes. And so it was for me. It was kind of no. It was kind of annoying because I did all of their orders relatively at the same time. So I've been traveling around. I'm pretty sure this was also at a time where the Magellan was stuck with tar. I just happened to do it at one of those times. So I'm really hoofing it everywhere. And for the final one, he's like, the BT that you have to capture is here. And it's in the weapons factory near the Motherhood where you ran into Higgs way back when. And so you go there, capture that, you go back to the fisherman, and then the fisherman's like, great, go out into the lake, summon your BT, and the Lord of the Tar will appear.
I take it you go down that little like straight that's in the middle with like the huge Torii gate and all that stuff. Okay.
Exactly. Yep, I did that. And then I read after the fact that what a lot of people do is they use the coffin to surf out
Just
into
go
the
across the
middle of
lake.
it. I didn't, so it was a long slog walk for me. And then I get onto the lake and I throw the wrong BT down and nothing happens. And I'm like,
You're just listening to some dope music for
I'm like,
2
what
minutes.
did I do wrong? And yeah, exactly. So I had to wait for the timer to run out, and then I could summon the right BT.
What did the BT do while he was chilling?
Just like ran around. It would just like periodically run and then stop and then run some more.
You're just letting him get some air, man. Sam's walking his BT.
But I like that when you get into the center there and you summon the other BT, like all of the tar like kind of lifts up even more, and you see the like arena that you're fighting in is the town that like voided out in this crater.
Oh shit!
Which I really like. I thought that was very cool. But yeah, it's that fucking whale, and it's flying through the air, and it's not happy to see you. It can shoot. It shoots like lasers, I think. It actually like it kind of reminded me of a Reaper, honestly, the way it fights.
Yeah.
But that being said, you can pretty much beat its ass just by having the other BT summoned because it distracts it entirely. And you can just wail away. So I had the
it's just like the BT equivalent of like, fuck you, buddy. I'm not your buddy, guy.
I think
I'm not your guy, pal.
What's that? What was that BT that you had to capture? Is it unique or is
it's called a Delphis.
Fucking Delphis.
It looks like I think it's one of the
My name Delphis McDermott.
Oh, I get it. It's one of the like tentacle headed like lions or whatever.
Yeah, the lions, thank you. Yeah, I was like, it's not a dog, it's a cat. Yeah, it was
I found a picture of somebody who caught one of those Gigas giant ones or whatever and is pitting them against each other.
Oh shit.
So there's just two of them beating the shit out of each other.
Oh fuck yeah.
MGM. It's Liquid Metal, man. Your listeners are reporting a large shadow looming over your destination. We have reason to believe it's actually being caused by a giant BT. Either that or it's a fat dick. So while you fight the giant BT or fat dick, I wanted to say I've enjoyed your coverage of Death Stranding 2. It's been really fun to go on this incredibly cinematic, weird, epic journey with you guys. I look forward to the Delta season, DS Director's Cut, and whatever you all have cooking up for us in the future. Take care. I'll see you on the beach. Liquid Metal Mike.
I love that Fat Dick has just had such a staying power.
I love that the way he spelled it too. It's PH capital lowercase at capital D. It's great. Good stuff.
That sounds so rad. Yeah, so I think I used the quadruple rocket launcher and just fucking went to town on the Lord of the Tar. I will say when this is, I think, my favorite effect throughout the entire game is like when the BTs crystallize when you beat them.
Yeah,
and, like
it's really
turn
cool.
Gold. Like this one looked really cool. And then you go back and you unlock a great Low Roar song that I love, so that was a good enough victory for me. But I'm pretty sure you don't unlock anything else. I think he just like lets you rest at his fisherman's home.
Yeah, I think the prize is literally being able to capture Lord of the Lake.
That's true. Yeah,
Okay.
Which would be pretty fucking crazy. I'd love to see the Lord of the Lake take on the crab monster in Mexico. That would have been a good fight.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But yeah, are there? Because I didn't end up doing like all the side stuff. Are there any others that are like kind of fleshed out
aside from all the insane like Mr. Impossible stuff? I think like those are like the standouts.
Yeah,
I think we've kind of talked about like everything that is worth kind of like.
I agree. I enjoyed the banter with between going to the cryptobiologist, the metagemonicist, and Hartman's lab.
Oh yeah.
Like I really enjoyed their story and like how they would talk about each other.
Yeah. I weirdly did a whole bunch of architect stuff. And he gives you some pretty cool shit.
What does he give you?
He just gives you some different things that you can use with your A pass or whatever to
Oh.
like speed up construction. Like there's
Fuck yeah.
stuff like that, and then he also gives you some different structures.
I had such a bad experience getting to him the first time.
No,
that
I
felt
agree.
like an aversion to going back in that
But what's
direction.
weird is it's like from him to that Northern Observatory or whatever, where the first Targate opened, is such a fucking quick drive that it's
That's
insane.
true.
Like
That is true.
I made that trip so many times, and I was like, "This is so easy! Like, what the fuck?"
That's true.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really have any huge standouts. I did not realize that the gigantic storm lords or whatever, storm kings that we were talking about, those like giant flying manta rays, you can capture one apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently
You can capture
really do it all.
everything.
Yeah. The one thing I hate though is that these fucking BTs have these one-hit kills. So apparently, that one in particular has like a UFO tractor beam that sucks Sam up.
Oh, I hate that shit.
Yeah. Especially in a game when you're constantly having a million things on your person.
For sure.
Oh, I can't remember who gave it to me, but did you guys get the Timefall cover for your shit?
Yes. I thought
no, I don't think so.
It's pretty cool.
Is it the Phantom person that does that?
No. It's B Pass or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I think you're right. I think it is B Pass. They were funny too.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Just like that concept.
Pass. I forgot about B Pass. Yeah.
I don't know if we talked about them because they're not story related. I don't think.
No, they're one of the two that unlock after Terminal Fortnite.
Yeah.
It's them and the Impossible.
Yeah, they're like B Pass is like a anarchist group that's anti A Pass, and so they just changed the first letter to be one letter higher in the alphabet, which is very funny to me. Still don't quite buy why they would want to be on the chiral network if they're super anti A Pass.
Right. I remember driving around and seeing packages for B Pass as like before. I was like, "What the fuck is B Pass?"
It's the BPA, dude.
There's also another thing. There's an A Pass enhancement that apparently will make it so that you don't freeze in place when you go into a BT area.
Oh, that's
yeah.
tight.
And you could just keep going. I didn't ever get it, but man, that would have been.
I had it.
I wonder if that was like a mechanic thing. Is that where'd you get it from?
I think the mechanic. Yeah, I think you're right. Because I did a lot for the mechanic too. The mechanics upgrades were fucking sick.
Yeah. That guy's great. Well, if I ever get an itch for some more Death Stranding, I will probably play Death Stranding 2 over the first one because this feels like the platonic ideal of Death Stranding. Nice. Before we get into our closing final thoughts, do you want to read the next fan letter, James?
Absolutely. So, Chad Betteridge writes in. It says, listener male. Oh, I get it.
Listener (MALE) male.
Hell yeah.
It really took me a second. Hello, jabronis. Kojima really...
It does not say jabronis.
No, it doesn't say... It says... Sorry, I misread that. Hello, jarbonies. Jarbonis?
What is jarbonus?
What is jarbonus?
I think James got the intention. I know Chad did that on purpose.
Oh, so it's not like a thing.
No, it's like a weird way to say it. It's jabronis.
I like it. I like it.
All right.
Yeah, Chad says Kojima really surprised me with his commitment to thematic consistency here in a way that ended up being hidden in plain sight all along. From the literal opening seconds of the game, the songs -61, the very first song we hear while James was charging down the mountain, it was. Any Love of Any Kind, played most effectively during the Lou Tamara procession through the beach, and To the Wilder all deal with lyrical themes surrounding a distaste for men, likely music executives and studio heads who reduce arts to numbers and a gamble. B, the importance in taking human, uncalculated risks, and C, the dangers of stagnation or inaction instead of actively pursuing things of your own volition. I like that read, and I like all of the music analysis, Chad. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Good job.
In the last section of minus 61, a Japanese children's choir comes in, and they're just chanting numbers. I've tried to look up whether there's any pattern, but it just seems like a completely random string. Whether a commentary on the reduction of life and art to data or algorithm, just like the APAS 4000, or a celebration of spontaneity represented through the group of human beings least likely to care about following an algorithm or taking risks, children. I think you can make an argument for either case.
Yeah.
I also really like that read, actually.
Yeah, this is really good.
Rewatching the opening scenes of the game or the pre-order trailer that is set to the Wilder both hit much harder knowing the full weight and thematic scope. I definitely agree with that. Deciding to join the Discord for a random podcast one day almost 6 years ago was a decision that I'm sure any algorithm or AI would have calculated to have little to middling, at best, personal benefit. But I did it just because I felt like it, because I wanted to. It's a decision that ended up changing my life forever. Love you. Please play the car honk noise. Yes, we love you, Chad. That was awesome.
Yeah,
The car
very
honk
good.
saved me from fucking crying.
But yeah, thank
yeah,
you for the
thanks,
car
Chad.
honk.
Yeah, Chad is we've discussed is one of our mods. He's also features on the Patriot Club podcast. He's also become a very good friend over the last several years. So
Chad was one of a small group that just like made COVID feel like a fucking party for a year.
Bearable.
I didn't feel bad at all. Like I was like, dude, this is sick. Like, but yeah, thanks, Chad. You're the best.
I've got a letter here from Jim from Australia. We did, and just to clarify, Jim, loved your email. We read through the entire thing. We kind of condensed it a little bit just to kind of for brevity, but we've got the big spread of it. So Jim starts with, "How you going?"
Is that a New Jersey Italian or an Australian? Who could say?
Gotta put it in chat GPT. Jim says, starts with, "How you going?" Fairly new listener, jumped on alongside the release of the game, plus listening to older episodes as I make my way through the MGS games for the very first time.
Oh, hell yeah.
Thanks for being my companion.
Thanks for
Happy
being
to
our
have you,
companion, Jim.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's cool to read people who hopped in for
Yeah,
DS2.
that's
because
really cool.
Yeah.
I feel like so many
That's
people
very
are
cool.
so Metal Gear focused
Yeah.
that like very rarely do we get these. So thank you.
Yeah. The first time I made my way through the plate gate and connected my Cupid to the first terminal in Australia was a surreal experience. Because not only did the map of my home country appear on screen for me to begin exploring, but the very first location is, no joke, exactly where I live in real life. I never experienced this before in any form down in little old Western Australia. We don't see a whole lot of action or local representation in media. Heath Ledger and Troye Sivan are maybe our most famous locals. I did not know that Troye Sivan was Australian.
I didn't know that
quite
either.
frankly.
Shout
That's
out
crazy.
Troye Sivan.
Well, Jim
and Nick
says
Cage-
locals, so who knows if
Oh,
naturalized local. Or...
yeah, maybe. Hold on. No, I gotta look it up.
Confirming.
Australian singer-songwriter.
All right,
actually.
shit.
Wow, shout out.
Troye Sivan are maybe our most famous locals, and Nick Cage shot a movie here called The Surfer recently. We are so far away from anything. Nobody comes here, and most people who want to be somebody want to leave. Jim does clarify that he does love it there.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we'll say that. So there's just something sweet about popping up here. I started walking around in real life thinking, "Oh wow, look at that! Just like Death Stranding 2 on the beach."
Lovely inclusion
Love
of
the
the
full-
subtitle.
yeah, the full-
government name.
It's government.
Yeah, I guess for me, I was trying to think about it. And I guess for me, what it was like once I moved to New York and then I booted up Spider-Man.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Fucking weird. Like I didn't
Yeah.
even need to use the map. It was very bizarre.
I knew exactly where to
or
go.
when I went to fucking Japan after playing Yakuza,
Oh, yeah.
Kabukicho. No,
They
no
really
joke.
love.
Like,
They've lovingly Kabuchi. Yeah, whatever.
yeah, Kabukicho and
my-
fucking Osaka. Like
Osaka,
I
yeah.
was able to get around Dotonbori and everything.
Yeah,
No map.
Dotonbori,
Kristen was like, "Have you been here before?"
How do you know?
Like it was wild.
Wow.
It's like I've been here in my dreams.
Yeah.
That very real threat of hitting kangaroos on the highway, a universal Aussie anxiety, was felt by everyone across the world, feeling real smart every time the animal shelter would tell me fun facts about the Australian fauna. Like, yeah, I know, bro. Apparently they have like watch out. They have like we have like watch
Like
out for
deer?
deer crossing signs. They have kangaroo signs.
That's
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
For their
Kristen
highway.
sent me a picture. She had to go to Australia for a week for work, and
Oh,
she
shit.
sent me all
Whoa.
these like
That's
crazy
rad.
wildlife pictures.
That's crazy. The addition of quokkas as pre-order bonus holograms is crazy to me. Those little guys are native to my area of Perth and southwest Western Australia. You can find them. You can't find them anywhere else in the world. The dialogue from the Australian porters is pitch perfect too. It felt almost like a lot of the language and delivery was sort of improvised in a sense. Like whoever's feeding them lines is definitely allowing them room for some personal touches. Very authentically spoken casual Australian lingo. I especially love the Philippa brothers, the directors, the Rack, I guess, use of the phrase "it's shitting out there" when it's raining, and the lone commander gets a certified old mate stamp of approval from me. Bloody legend, seems like a chill type of fella. I've definitely
Yes.
crossed paths with down here from time to time.
That's
awesome.
amazing.
The list goes on for the Aussie feelings. Not since Ty the Tasmanian Tiger have I felt this way.
Wow.
I do have one quick thing while we're still on the Aussie stuff. Jim,
Mm-hmm.
if you can, if you have or will listen to the Marty Roan interview, I would love to hear like from an Aussie, like how big of an impact Marty has on like modern sensibilities or like modern music. Like, does anybody bring him up? Not in a derogatory way, just like in a legitimately curious way.
Yeah. I fucking love quokkas too. Quokkas are so cool.
I
They don't
knew about
have
them before those.
they don't have any natural predators where they live. Like,
Oh,
there's
I've
no
seen this thing.
predators, and so they're just like really smiley, and they'll just like, oh, a human, okay, and they'll just like go up and hang out with humans
They
because they're
are
not scared of
smiling.
anything.
That's so cute.
They're so cute. I
Holy
love quokkas.
shit.
Yeah. Jim continues, I love Death Stranding as an idea, as a video game, as a work of art. It all begins and ends on extremely overly heavy-handed themes. I do love calling the themes heavy-handed after saying I love it. I adore that kind of stuff. Beat me over the head with your philosophies into a pulp, Daddy. That was editorialization. Every aspect of its narrative and its game systems are intrinsically tied to that thesis. That Kobe Abe short story, that quote from Nawa, the rope and the stick.
Mm-hmm.
There's that big tagline, of course, should we have connected? I feel like this can apply to so much that's being said. The literal connecting through the chiral network, both under the American government body that is the UCA, and now the automated APAS, questioning whether uniting as one, whether that expansionist project was the right thing to do to begin with. Even now, in reality, Trump is back in office, creating divisions through connections. America, as an entity, forges bonds to create an arsenal of sticks. Apartheid states, ICE, you name it. All the while continuing to build walls, which of course are quite literally depicted in this game as you journey across the border into Mexico. Hideo Kojima's games aren't political, by the way.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
am
right.
so fucking stupid. Like, obviously, there's the wall between like the major city that we see, but like, did not even in my brain put two
Yeah.
and two together about like Mexican like border walls.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, same.
Like literally, it's literally Trump's border walls right there. There's also that wonder of connection between Sam and Lou. Porter and Toole become father and daughter. Should they have connection? That connection to Sam leads to the inevitable experience of grief. That fear of losing people we love. Connecting with someone becomes a risk of the impending severing. Is it even worth it to connect? Should we have connected? All personal connections forged in this game run the risk of that possible separation. Tarman and his son, Dollman and his daughter.
That was Dollman's fault.
It was Dollman's fault. Neil and Lucy, the list goes on. But what we find is that there never was a true separation in death, like the Death Stranding itself teaches us. Not even death can tear us apart. These risks are what make us human. From the guy who made Death Stranding in a pre-COVID era, we should pay close attention to these perspectives and the hefty, messy lessons of Death Stranding 2 on the beach. One day we may just look back and see how far we've gone down that so-called predetermined path. The creation of tools like AI that exist to make our lives easier may as well take away all of our agency to do as we choose, despite the risks. After the game's credits roll, you're left with a world to continue to explore and connect with. The top left of the screen gives you a new objective. Do as you please. Will do, Kojima. That's it. Thank you. Keep on keeping on, Jim.
Thanks, Jim.
That was a great note.
Yeah, what a great
Jim,
message.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Please don't be a first time, only time
Yeah.
writer.
Yeah, please.
I want to hear more.
Can be a regular contributor. We'd love to keep hearing from you, especially as you're playing through Metal Gear. Since we're covering Delta, we're covering Delta. We're going right into our remaster of Metal Gear Solid 2 after that. So I mean, it's perfect.
Buckle up.
Stick around.
Yeah. Also, depending on what we're covering and stuff, like we'll still read messages for like prior games and stuff. If, If need be.
This is just we put out a call. This is just like the last chance. This is just like the last chance to be read on a Death Stranding focused episode. So,
all right. So I'm gonna pick it up with Jordan Scott.
Pick it up.
Pick it up.
Hold on, let me just triple check here. I'm gonna kill this first thing. That's my bad. We're doing some live editing. All right, here we go. I do enjoy this game thoroughly. I have over 100 hours and still play it pretty often. I basically have the grind left, but still have some weird things to do. Hundreds of words summed into a sentence. I had a lot of problems with Kojima's narrative direction with DS2. I have two notable downers. No, and I'm very glad that you've sent this in, Jordan. Like, if you feel like you're crashing the love fest, I think this is great so that we can get more
balance.
Need varied perspective.
Yeah. I have two notable downers I have to bring up. One is my complete and unrivaled hate for Doll Man.
Look, when he's right, he's right. All right.
What a garbage, useless, pathetic excuse of a character that has
exactly
ever been
right.
in a video game made by Hideo Kojima. Thank God he hardly ever talks in the end game, because it's the filicidal maniac kept commenting on random things. I might just stop playing altogether. The other is my disappointment at Sam and Fragile's relationship outcome. It comes out of nowhere. Totally agreed. For some reason,
it just was like, what the fuck is this? I think
so out of the blue.
Called that out. It's just like, what the fuck is going on here?
Their kiss really resonated with me, but it felt like it came out of nowhere.
Yeah, and I think that like what Jordan's about to say is exactly right on like why the kiss was so affecting.
Right. 1 second. It doesn't feel forced because the performance is so good. So that exactly. I felt that way, but it's weird and feels empty because they didn't develop a relationship at all.
Yeah. Basically what they did was they had that one scene where she sends Sam off and he says fragile, and then the elevator closes on him.
Oh yeah.
And then that was the most tender thing that they had.
I think in the first
them.
Game they had some moments. I think.
Yeah, I think so. Very subtly, but I think you are right.
Yeah, you shouldn't assume that anybody's gonna know that going into this game.
Yeah. They had some closer moments, and then again I think like going back to that scene in the garage when the girls are gonna go do their part of the mission. It's just like they had a little moment there, but it's just like it is just so breadcrumby and not even substantially. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna put this spec here, and I'm gonna put this spec over here, and oh no, an ant ate that spec, so it doesn't count anymore. And it's just like,
it was just so weird considering how per the past notes, it's how ham-handed the rest of the game is. But anyway, on the good notes, I loved most of the end of this game. Every Tomorrow OP moment, amazing. Die Hardman's very human expressionist dance, fantastic. Sam and Die Hardman dismantling the president's ridiculous plan with logic and basic world understanding with a few sentences, beautiful. Yeah. That hilarious tar tear crying incel meme face the president gives was funny as fuck. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers BT fight with Rex was fun to watch, but I also wish we could have played it just a moment of it.
Snaps.
Yeah, agreed. By the way, I know the answer, but am I stupid? The samurai was always Higgs, right? He was puppeteering this whole thing as soon as I heard that. I thought the dead man thing was a fake out and it was just Higgs fucking with Sam. It's too funny to me thinking that he cut himself apart in that earlier scene. I'm definitely stupid, and also have not read the encyclopedia that is the corpus, so who knows, especially with Dead Man's reaction. He's never been the samurai. Either way, it's still great in one way or another.
Jordan, you do not get to take this away from me. I think it's supremely clear that up until the samurai shows up in the Magellan, that it was Deadman every time.
Interesting.
Yeah, now I'm
I
questioning.
think it's pretty clear because he's killing like fuck like I think that like obviously Higgs then does use the samurai to fuck with Sam.
Right.
But I think what happened was now that Sam knows that he is Heartman, he prefers to be in Heartman hanging out with his friends instead of being the big ass samurai,
Right.
which left the samurai open for Higgs to manipulate and confuse everybody.
Right.
Because-
Well, and it couldn't be Higgs in the very first appearance at the beginning of the game either, because Higgs is too busy shooting Fragile.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah,
that is true.
So, it's
who knows?
A lot of weird stuff.
I do like the theory though.
Fucking,
Yeah.
I don't. It's Deadman.
The end of this game is peak. Every stage of the guitar fight was simply the most amazing encounter I've had while playing. The first one was easily exploitable, but still very fun. Shredding with Higgs might be the best interaction that has ever happened between two characters in DS, period. I would say maybe in video games.
Yeah.
I can't think of a more badass duo than that duo moment.
I'd say
incredible.
I'd say MGS4, but it's like they didn't have fucking laser guitars.
Yeah.
The fucking
I don't know. Army of Two exists, so maybe I should take
Army of Two. Fucking Army of fucking Two. Me and a friend of mine played Army of Two and beat it in a day together.
Hell yeah!
And it still is one of the coolest co-op gaming experiences I've ever had. And then you can do air guitar with each other and shit like that. Oh,
yeah,
you do like celebrations and stuff. It's a very flawed but excellent co-op game.
James, you remember that time we sat down and played A Way Out for
I was
6
just
hours?
thinking about that.
And then at the final boss fight, I killed James so fast.
Killed me so fast.
It was hilarious.
I love A Way Out. A chance.
I've never won that fight. I've never won that final fight.
It was crazy.
I'm so bad at it.
Fucking god,
dude! It was just really fun laughing at that entire game. Like James pointed out, he was like, "Dude, you're gonna let some other man come and play basketball with your kid? You fucking
yes."
It's so funny.
Getting fucking dad cut.
Yeah, dad cooked.
Oh my god. All right, giant baby Lou eating Higgs and spitting out his mask is my favorite moment in the DS storyline and the perfect climax to this game. Yeah, can you imagine like seeing the little BB pod from the first game and being like, that baby's gonna kill Higgs?
Yes.
Taking this game seriously was ruining my experience, so I had to find peace in embracing Kojima's absurdity. That being said, this was incredibly fun to play. Sam's a little OP, but it's a power fantasy that I ultimately did enjoy quite a bit. Yeah. It's been a pleasure playing along with DS2. Excited to follow the Delta coverage. Even more excited for MGS2 remaster season. I won't be playing Delta, but I'm well aware of MGS3, and I know you all will point out any interesting changes. Good luck with anything and everything anyone might need it for. For
your future endeavors, maybe.
For some reason I didn't think anyone else knew about drinking out of cups. Thank you, Lily, for that blast from the past.
Yeah.
Keep on keeping on.
Dan Deacon, baby.
Nice.
Hey.
James, scoop us up with Nick.
All right. Nick says, I misunderstood Sam's hallucinations. Hello, all. I just want to mention a misunderstanding I had about what happens when we get back to Sam's bunker. When Sam walks in and sees Lou slumped over the table, my first thought was, oh, that's Lou's dead body. The position looked too awkward to just be sleeping, and it was shocking to think that Higgs fixed up the bunker just to prop up Lou's corpse.
He would fucking do it, though.
He would fucking
do it.
Yes,
if he could do it, fucking hater of the fucking year, Higgs Monahan.
Then Sam picks her up and talks to her and puts her in the crib, and I'm like, this is a full psychotic break. Sam's treating a corpse like it's alive. I thought a BT might be lurking to threaten a void out. It was all just too dark and disturbing. Then it's just a teddy bear. But for 30 to 60 seconds there, I was truly horrified. I'm glad I was wrong about that. Honestly, it's dark as fuck, but I take this as an alternate scene. I'm not going to complain.
That'd be pretty sick.
Nick ends by saying, it's been so fun listening to you all. Have such a blast. It's been so fun listening to you all. You all have such a blast talking to each other. Thanks for sharing. I don't know why I stroked out on that last line so hard.
Yeah.
But
I'm reading it. It's
Full
like it's not a hard
psychotic break.
sentence.
I couldn't comprehend.
James is just like he's necrotizing.
Yeah. I love the idea of Higgs. Just like I wish Higgs would have trolled Sam harder throughout
Yes.
the game.
Yeah.
I love Higgs the Troll.
Oh, how amazing would it have been if you see a porter instead of being in a pair, it's just one by himself,
Oh my god.
and you like wave, and then some fucked up shit happens, and Higgs just starts laughing. Like, oh
Yes.
man, that would have been so good.
That would have been sick.
Yeah, I need more trolls. Where's Higgs's diss track?
Alessio, did you get the one message that you said you were going to read
The one
from
message.
Facebook?
Oh no, I did not. Let me.
Do you want to grab that and put together while I
yep,
read this next one?
Yep. Thank you for.
You are welcome. We had to scold another person for not using the contact email, so everybody gets gets one warning, and then we will shame you forever.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
James,
This next
don't let him
message.
off the hook, James. James is like, everyone should do it.
Yeah. Yeah, doesn't mean you should do it. If you use the email, use the fucking
It sounds
email.
like you've got one free pass, so choose wisely.
It sounds like you got one free boot up your ass, is what it sounds like. I think poetically it is for me to read Kyle's last Death Stranding 2 email.
Oh yeah.
Hey! Possibly a bit late, but trying my luck anyway. Amazing season, had an absolute blast, and wanted to get something in for the finale, but it's a whirlwind, so I'll apologize in advance. I was absolutely right in the stupidest way possible that Deadman would don a BDSM outfit in this game and whip Sam. I wasn't fully right, but I was more right than I should be.
Yes.
The chiral hands comment was such an overwhelming wordplay, I rolled my eyes. When the doctor says that she has chiral hands, she stops and grins at the camera for a little too long. Not only is there geometry shit and all the chiral material stuff, but the word chiral comes from the Greek word kairos, which is the word for hand.
All right.
Very
we get it, you went to
heavy-handed.
school.
Yeah. Very heavy-handed.
So good.
Fuck. Higgs got
wordsmith.
gray foxed. Higgs got gray foxed as fuck in that hangar.
Yeah, he
he did. And this is the part of the message that kind of ties back to what Matt was saying. I can't decide if Kojima is letting go of Metal Gear or owning it harder than ever in this game. Between the Magellan, the Cyborg Ninja, the Railgun battering rammed Higgs, the codec, and whatever else, I can't decide if he's telling Konami to kick rocks with their remake or whether he's just accepting that they aren't his to work on anymore. I don't want to think of Kojima as vengeful, so I'll assume this game is filled with, I don't know what that fucking word is, Kyle. Sau-da-da-da-da-da instead.
It's an actual word. I looked it up. I had never
I'm
seen
sure it
before
is.
either.
Fucking PhD piece of shit.
Saudade.
Saudade.
I think it's
Sade.
Sade.
Sade. This game is filled with Saudade instead. Amazing stuff. Had a load of fun playing along and can't wait for the future or maybe just tomorrow. Lilas, Kyle.
Got it. Thanks, Kyle. That was really nice.
Thank you, Kyle.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna hot take real quick. I don't know if Kojima hates Konami as much as some of these players do.
I really don't. It's just like I think everybody wants to have a vendetta about it because
it seems like it was like a purely business thing.
Yeah,
and
I
like,
don't think it was like.
I mean, it was
like again,
it was shitty.
Yeah,
but like I just don't.
And again,
know
like
if...
they did take his name off of the cover of 5 for a little bit, but it's not like they ripped him from the fucking
right.
Like I'm
He's
sure they're
still-
not happy with each other.
His
but,
his fucking like vanity appearance in 5 is still in the game. Like he's still like it's still his
totally.
game.
yeah.
Like I don't know, man. It's just like and again, much like I said up top, like we don't really care. We're gonna fucking play Metal Gear. We're gonna play Konami games, man. Like it is just what it is.
Yeah. No, and like I don't know, it's not even necessarily that part. Which like it yes, like we did say that for sure, and it is what it is. But like I don't know. I just, as somebody who's been in some pretty shitty professional situations and who's got like some baggage with some people I've worked with and who's literally sued a client. If that client contacted me out of the blue and wanted to go get a beer, it's been long enough.
Yeah,
Fine.
totally.
I don't give a fuck
Like,
A
anymore.
lot
I
of
mean,
time
like,
has
like,
passed.
like, yeah or not. Like, it's one of those things where it's just like, it's no water off of my back.
A
It's just
decade.
like,
It has been a
yeah,
decade since this
yeah,
Kojima
literally.
Konami beef.
Yeah.
So
I think that he is over it. I think that anybody who is not over it needs to get the fuck over it.
Yeah.
For
yeah,
stop crying about
Kyle,
it.
we're not trying to 100%
Not you, Kyle.
not
No,
you,
no, no,
Kyle.
no.
Yeah. Anybody who's making it their personality, of which there are plenty online for
Yeah.
you to find. So
What I'll say is that I think that this was his, like, again, I mentioned up top, it's just like with Fizzant, it's just like I figured that would be his like Metal Gear send up, but he put a lot of ideas in here that felt like he maybe wanted to roll into 5 or like roll into another, and that like it feels like his way of like saying I do think I don't think it's saying kick rocks Konami. I think he's just saying goodbye to the concept of Metal Gear
yeah,
by just
I
like
agree.
throwing the references and just like going back to the well for this, which maybe it winds up being his masterpiece, maybe it doesn't, but like it feels like a completion of sorts.
I do think this also feels like a send up of like the mechanics that he's built thus far. I kind of imagine that Fizzant is going to play like nothing else that he's ever made. So
and again, like I would love for him to just do like a straight up like, this is combat and we're combat focused and we've got Kojima's weird world and we're just gonna fucking go for it. And I'm hoping that's what Fizzant is.
I want to see Kojima
like, I'm hoping
go Suda 51 for a couple years.
That would be crazy. I think that
craziness.
I feel like Fizzant should and maybe will be his control.
That'd be sick.
I would love for that to be the case.
Very excited for that.
Yeah. All right, let's fuck around and find out and read this last one from Tony Gordon via Facebook.
Shout out, Tony.
All right, let's do it. It's been fun playing along with your coverage of DS2. I had to share a couple funny moments. For most of the game, I had been driving a cherry red truck with dual sticky guns, an anti-gravity puck, and a full array of batteries.
Fuck yeah, pimp my ride.
Yeah, for sure. My son was so excited because red is his favorite color, and he's been invested in Death Stranding since watching me play the first one. We were heading to the aeronautical engineer, that's your first mistake, with a truck full of materials and packages we picked up along the way, but the slope was slippery and the snowfall was taking its toll on the truck. I love those moments so fucking much.
Yes.
Like the moment, like anytime I would see like, yeah, your truck's not doing so hot, I'd be like, oh fuck, I gotta go.
Like excited about it.
Yeah.
So good.
After finally reaching the engineer, the truck was almost destroyed and the battery was nearly flat. I saw a ramp at the top of the mountain and decided to try and reach Mr. Frost on the other side of the peak. I boosted hard and jumped majestically like a 20-ton elephant. It only went about 10 feet, plummeted onto the rocks, bounced once, then hit nose first on the rest of the rocks, exploding into flames and destroying all of the items inside. My son gave me such a disappointed look. It was the embodiment of epic fail. I love that. I definitely have multiple stories like that.
Moments like those are like kind of what make this game like as special as it is.
I completely agree.
If all of the missions just went flawlessly, like that wouldn't be fun.
Yeah.
Like sometimes the failure is part of the fun.
Lily, I think I sent you a Reddit link, but it was like, this is what 1,000 hours of Death Stranding experience looks like.
That was so good.
And it's this dude getting all set up, and you're like, oh man, this guy's a fucking pro. And then he trips and just dies and drops all his shit off a cliff. And it's the funniest thing.
It's perfect.
It's so good. It's funny though that this failure made me like the game more. Yeah, agreed. Before this, it felt too easy. It was pretty much drive a truck without obstacles around an easy map. Found myself getting bored more quickly than with the first game. The first had such a feel to it. When not playing, you'd start to think, yeah, that was a pretty fun game. Moments after playing it, you'd think it scares the crap out of me and it's way too stressful. My second funny moment came when retrieving the Dowser's friend from the bandit camp. I loaded Sam with tons of weapons, ready for an epic firefight. I parked my truck just out of their zone, snuck in along the southern edge, waited in the grass while I took out a guard with the tranq pistol. Then I found the shack where the adventurer was being held. I had forgot that you can't carry a person and your backpack at the same time, so I had to leave all my weapons behind.
Forgotten about not being able to carry a person in your backpack at the same time.
As I was driving away, I started getting notifications that my weapons were being stolen. I was kicking my directly assisting terrorism. Sorry for making this so long, but I'll just say thanks for all you do. You make my drive to work much more enjoyable. Also, here's a doll man dick pic.
Christ.
That is so funny.
He sent us a picture of a matchstick.
Of an unlit, of an unstrucken match. Yeah.
Tony, is that your match, or did you Google it?
Dalman's got that red rocket. You know what I mean?
Oh God.
Yeah,
Nobody liked that.
This is great. I think Death Stranding is very much like Dark Souls, where one of two things happens when you get your shit pushed in. It's either you die horrendously and you laugh to yourself and you boot it right back up.
Yep.
Or you die and you turn the system off and walk away very angry for about an hour.
Yes, that's accurate.
Most of the time it's the Alessio laughs out loud, but there were one or two moments where I would die and it would be so fucking inconvenient that I would get really frustrated. But most of the time that was on me. So nice. Do you guys want to do wrap up thoughts? We'll just do a quick ring around the rosy. Y'all can save me for last since I've got a mouthful.
I think I said basically my thoughts of it up top. Again, phenomenal game. I had a very, very good time with it comparatively. Like I would have never expected to have this good of a time with Death Stranding 2 after my experience with Death Stranding 1.
It's because of us.
Yeah, it's because of you. Fuck Cole Duncan, man.
Oh no.
I tell you that much.
You said that, I didn't.
Oh, Cole knows. I'll fight. Listen. I may be a girl, but I'll still fight Cole in the fucking streets. He knows it.
I'd pay to see that.
Fucking string bean. Yeah, again, great. Enjoyed it quite a bit. Number 2 game of the year for sure. Like I said, there's a 99% chance it's going to be my number 2 for game of the year. Which is awesome. And yeah, I left it in a place where it was just like I was content with it. And I just want, like, I remember having discussions with Alessio when we were getting ready to bring the podcast back. Well, should we wait? Should we save it? So wait for Delta and then start with Delta, and should we do? And we ultimately were just like, yeah, it makes more sense to do Death Stranding 2. And I'm glad that we made Death Stranding 2 our first game back, because I think the vibe that we curated for this season in talking about a game that all 3 of us really loved, I think sets a tone for the show being back in a super positive way that I'm very happy about and thankful for.
Well, and James, I think you're part of that too, man. Like, I think you
100%
really contributed to the vibe for sure.
So fun pull the kimono back, part of the kimono moment. Like the idea was going to be like, we would have Isaac on as like a guest every so often, but the core of the show was just going to be me and Alessio. And then it all just kind of happened that Alessio's talked to James about it, and James was like, I'd love to come back if you guys will have me. And we're like, yeah, let's do it. And now it's just like, it doesn't, I'll say, having finished this season the way that we finished this season, I don't know that it would have been the same without having James.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad that James is like now the third chair again, like our third chair. Like, I'm very, very happy. I'm thankful. I'm thankful to have James. I'm thankful that Alessio was receptive to the idea of bringing the podcast back in the first place.
That's right.
Because I think I just kind of like casually approached him and was like, hey man, wasn't it cool when we used to podcast together all the time? Because I was getting kind of an itch for it, and he was just like, yeah, that was kind of cool, wasn't it? And then it was just like us like, oh, maybe. And then we
for a very long time. Yeah. If anything, I do have to say thanks to Portland Retro Gaming Expo, because I think we brought the show back in like a weird way. And also, I guess, Alice Chang because of that. So because had they not talked to PRGE about us, and had they not been thinking about us, even though the show had been gone for years.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have had a chance to go. And then Lily and I going and getting to hang out with listeners. It was, like straight up, it was like heading back to the
Yeah.
airport. We were like, yes, when's the show coming back?
Yeah. It was basically like that defining moment where it's like, yeah, like we had been like playing around with the idea of doing it and like all this other stuff. And it was just like, should we? Yeah, we're going to fucking do it.
Yeah.
So big ups.
Big uppies.
Yeah. Nice.
I was so mad about that, by the way, that I was so mad about that fucking trip back to the airport in a lot of ways because I left and I rushed onto the train to the airport as I was trying to have this like really like emotional like goodbye like
Didn't you leave before I did?
I did because I like my flight was earlier.
Mm.
And then we fucking ran into each other.
Yeah. So I left and I was like, fuck, I gotta go. And I was like, oh man, I love you. And I was like trying to have this like moment with my friend Alessio. And then Alessio shows up at the airport and he comes and sits at the gate with me and we get to like sit there for like 20 minutes before I even have to board. It's just like bullshit, man.
I left like an hour and a half after you did.
Oh my God.
I think it was good that I left earlier because like you were just able to kind of like breeze through the pre-check line and I had to wait in the normal line. But otherwise, it was like, man, all right.
Yeah.
No, that trip was a blast. So fingers crossed. We get to
fingers
go back.
crossed there's more. Yeah.
James, what about your wrap up?
I definitely echo a lot of what you said, Lily. Like being able to do this with you two, I think really changed the experience that I had with the game itself as well. Like I felt myself definitely like leaning in more and like being very interested to like find things and come up with theories because I knew each week I was going to get to talk to you both and bounce ideas off. And I'm very grateful to be back on the show. It's a blast. And yeah, like I really love Metal Gear Solid 5 and like what Kojima seemed to be trying to do with that story. And I felt like this was him sticking the landing in like such a great way as far as, you know, the visual fidelity, the quality of actors that he got to work with, and like even the story beats that he put in there, like in his own weird Kojima way. I feel like from beginning to end, it's a full story. And it wraps up a lot of the loose threads from the first game in a really big way. And, you know, sure, there are things that you can like point to and be like, like that doesn't make sense. Yeah, but like life doesn't make sense. Okay, like that's most things. Like that's life. And so, yeah, I really enjoyed this game. I think like other than Expedition 33, definitely my game of the year as well. We'll see what happens later this year, but I think this is gonna hold a spot. It was a really fun experience.
Nice.
For sure.
Yeah, I kind of feel like this might be blasphemy, not to anyone other than me 10 years ago. But this might be like one of the best sequels I've experienced.
Wow.
Like
big praise from Alessia.
Yeah, like I mean MGS2 is great because of the way it fucks with your expectations, but I think Death Stranding 2 just like it didn't pull any fast ones. It didn't do any like fuck you to the player. It was just like it was like, hey, we made a perfect version of the previous game. So all right, I'm gonna read my wrap-up thing. I'm just gonna read it just because paraphrasing it's probably gonna sound worse. So I'm just gonna read this thing and then I want to say a quick thing to you guys. So we'll keep the
I fucking hate you.
We'll keep the love fest.
I fucking you're fucking miserable gremlin, Alessio Summerfield.
All right, here we go. Wrap up thoughts. I definitely just banged this shit out like one morning, so hopefully it's cohesive.
You put it in chat, JPT.
All right, here we go. Been trying really hard to not go overboard in reading tons of meaning into things and projecting Kojima as some omnipotent auteur who thinks about and makes everything absolutely perfect and for these massive philosophical purposes, but it has been difficult given how direct the themes have been. It's also difficult not to ascribe some grand purpose to the work due to the sheer volume of nods, references, and correlations to his past work all over the place. Let me explain. This entire time I'd read On the Beach, but completely disregarded Stranding. We're all stranded more so than before, and not just within the fiction. Sam is stranded in his grief. APAS aims to strand us all in our evolutionary journey. We, the player, are stranded in the construct of the original game, comfort, familiarity. The game is essentially a beat for beat plot of the original, but more so. This game is Kojima being stranded and unmooring himself from expectations, the past, and fear by the end of the game. I think back to when Kojima-san would tell interviewers that him being sick and bedridden with COVID is what made him rewrite the game to better reflect where his head was at. And I think his head was in the past. There's a ton of nostalgia here and a ton of the most explicit callbacks in Kojima's entire catalog of work. This is Kojima essentially sunsetting both Death Stranding and Metal Gear Solid in one neat package. There are so many references to MGS that are so direct and targeted at the player, as well as Kojima's own characters and writing, that the tale of Sam overcoming grief and a spiral of delusion and rejection is almost akin to all of us being obsessed with this idea that Kojima may one day return to MGS, or that Phantom Pain was unfinished, or that PT is dead and gone but shall be resurrected. It's a perfect culmination, and paired with the story itself and tomorrow, and this idea that Sam takes each day one step at a time and always pushes forward in order to pull himself free. There should absolutely not be a sequel to this. It's Kojima at his most self-reflective, most nostalgic, most sentimental, and most authentic, and I love it, warts and all. Honestly, I wish this could have been the game we covered before we closed the show down in 2020. It just would have been like a perfect send-off of everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. It was crazy. Like, he nailed it.
Yeah.
I came
Yeah,
off.
I think the point of him being in his head about the past after he was sick with COVID, I think it's like anybody who's listening to this, I don't know. Did you ever get COVID?
I did. Yeah, I've had it twice.
I think all of us here have had it pretty bad.
I fought so hard to not get
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
It sucked.
3.5 years I dodged that
It
shit.
was hard.
Turns out your mom was the last Summerfield standing with COVID.
She still hasn't fucking gotten it.
Good for her.
Yeah.
It's crazy,
Good
dude.
for her. What a
She's
woman.
Ellie, dude.
Yeah.
If you are listening to this and you were lucky enough to not get COVID or like not get it like really severely, it really does feel like such a punt to your mortality.
Yep.
Yeah, it's rough.
And we're young, like we're in our 30s, so it's like, so for us to feel that way, I would imagine that you two both felt that way too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was shocking.
I felt like a sponge that got wrung out.
Yeah.
Like every day.
Yeah. I need to
Like not to be too dramatic. I survived childhood cancer, and the experience of having COVID like is worse in a lot of ways than my memories of having cancer.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Fucked up.
Wild.
Shit hurt.
Yeah, it was rough.
And it was like tough mentally. Like I think like Lily, what you said about
Yeah.
like the hit to the mortality was really like prevalent, especially in a situation where like everything around you is also like closed down and like everybody's retreating inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was 56.
Wow.
Dude, that's like
at the time.
It was scary. Like,
That is scary.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't want to talk
that-
about mid 50s like it's fucking ancient, but it's
Yeah.
definitely the age around where getting regular illnesses can become a scary
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And this isn't a regular illness.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Norman Reedus, by the way, is the same age. He is the same age now as Kojima was then. By the way, he's 56 right now.
Damn,
Which is older than I would have expected.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Reedus
I had no
looks
idea.
good for his age.
For sure.
Yeah.
I thought he was like mid to late 40s.
I'm sorry,
at
video
best.
game perfect Reedus looks great
Yeah.
for his age.
It's just, yeah, I imagine he's just like, I imagine there was a lot of like ego death in some ways, I think, because again, like thinking about like Death Stranding 1 and like thinking about how much more accessible Death Stranding 2 is in comparison, and how like he said some like high-minded stuff, but it didn't feel as like snooty pretentious as he can be, and just like made the game like super accessible, and again like all of these like callbacks and throwbacks and ideas that maybe went unsaid, and like I don't know, it felt like his version of letting go, and I think that all ties back to like that feeling of him like being cooped up and like realizing that like wow, life is this crazy thing. So
So what you're saying is we should have given him COVID 20 years ago.
sure.
I
Sure.
have to share something that I just learned because I wanted to look up a picture of Norman Reedus, and I
Oh, no.
learned that Norman Reedus has a son,
Whoa.
and this son's name is, I shit you not, Mingus Reedus.
Yeah. You didn't know about Mingus?
You know about Mingus Reedus?
Yeah, that's real. Yeah, I
That's
knew
an
that. That's
incredible
fucking, yeah, that's
Mingus.
fucking crazy.
Mingus Reedus is so fucking
Mingus
good.
Lucian Reedus.
I feel so bad for that kid.
You remember Minkus from Boy Meets World?
Yeah.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, this perfectly dovetails into what I was going to tell you guys. I meant to write this part down, but I didn't, so I'm just going to freeball it.
We free balling.
I'm just going to let that one stay. I'm not going to play the real one. No, so I don't know. I was in a weird headspace playing this game, mostly because it was like, the show's coming back, and then it's like realizing that the show started 8.5 years ago. It was like, am I getting too old for this? Does anybody give a fuck? And it's like that was already happening before we started the coverage. And then obviously it's like micro penis Trump is doing his thing and all this other shit and like being stressed and blah blah blah. But like the more I played this game, the more that I was like, holy shit, I feel like this game is a bullet aimed straight for my heart because I played this motherfucker's games in 1999, 1998. Now I have a kid. Now I'm older. You know what I mean? It's like everything lined up perfectly.
Just like gonna hit you with a lethal dose of poison.
Oh, 100%. It was like
Yeah.
Kojima's been waiting for this moment so he could strike. But for some reason playing this, man, I just like started kind of James, I don't know if you remember or not, but there was a night where we were playing, and it's funny in retrospect because I wasn't thinking of this, but I was playing What Remains of Edith Finch. I don't know if you remember this, but I finished the game, but I called James specifically after the baby in the bathtub scene. And I don't know if I've cried that hard on the phone in a long time. And I just like straight up was like, James, I just wanted to call to say like, thanks for being my friend.
Yes, I do remember that. A phone call meant a lot to me. It really did. I remember it very clearly.
It was crazy how long ago that was now.
That is crazy to think how long ago that was. That's nuts.
Yeah.
But what a like, brutal, brilliant video game, by the way.
But I felt very similar to this, where it was like I felt so emotionally engaged by the end of this video game that I was like, I have to talk to someone. And so I was like, I have to talk to you guys. And it just brought up all these feelings and like to kind of alley-oop off what you're saying, Lily, I don't know what this is about me, but I have been my whole life so bad about thinking about death all the time.
Yep.
Even as a kid, all the time. And so this idea of like grieving something before it's even gone has just been a thing that I've like carried with me. And it's like, even recording this right now, like I'm thinking about the end and us walking away and yada yada yada, whether it's the end of tonight or the end of this year or whatever. But I think the older I've gotten, the more that has started to feel like freeing and like a little bit beautiful.
Yeah.
And so this idea that everything is like transient, right? Where it's like we have all these plans. We are going to do MGS2 remaster. We're going to do MGS4 remaster, but literally anything could happen. Like the fact that we're able to do this at all and have been able to do it for the amount of time that we have is literally a fucking miracle. And so I just wanted to say truly from the bottom of my heart that the fact that we were able to be alive at the same time and experience the same shit and like meet each other and like be in each other's lives and just like share life. Just thinking about that while the credits were rolling just made me so fucking happy, you guys. Yeah. And I don't know. And it just goes out there to the listeners too, because it's like, I don't know, just getting letters from you guys means everything. And like, I don't know. It's just crazy to think that all of us are just here at the same time doing all this shit, but we're able to have such like an impact and things are able to be so fucking beautiful. And yes, they're heart wrenching, but at the same time, it's like, I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else.
Right back at you, man. I love you, man. And yeah, I completely agree. I was actually a couple weeks ago. I happened to like click into the. We did like an episode on PT way back in the day, and I
Oh,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, how
Mhm.
fucking cool that like
Yeah.
we get to have this like time capsule with our best friends like for such a long period of time. Like I totally like the sentiment that you just shared hits really hard. I appreciate you sharing that, dude.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It's just so weird. I feel like the older I'm getting, the more I'm like
Yeah.
scared and happy at the same
Yeah.
time. Like,
You're a
what are we
piece of
doing?
shit.
We're gonna get
I
Lily at some point.
there was a question that you asked. It was earlier on in the season, I'm pretty sure. Where it was either you or somebody asked this question. I can't remember, but it was like, if one of us dies, and it does feel like an Alessio question, would you listen to the podcast again?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I think, I don't know, just to kind of like really like reiterate, I think it is such a blessing to have something like this
Mhm.
that we just get to have and keep and like have like a bond with each other and like a memory of each other. Like there have been times where I've been like sad at 3 a.m. when I know everybody's asleep, and I will literally just kick on an episode of a podcast, and just listen to it while I just like scroll or whatever. And helps a lot with feelings like that sometimes.
It's crazy to think of all of the shit that has happened between the beginning of this show and right now.
Yeah.
God.
Right.
It's like literal lifetimes.
Well,
of
I was
some
gonna
people.
say, yeah, like Alessio, you've brought new life into the world since the show started.
It's fucking cuckoo banana.
You
Also,
know?
like just the number of people who have also been having kids and living their lives
Yeah.
and like writing to us about it. Like it's crazy. Like
Yeah, it's almost like you've gotten to see like this microcosm community of people also like grow up with like doing this show, which is like very cool. It's very special.
Well, and per the Chad comments too, it's like there's so many people who I talk to on like a regular basis who I would not know if it wasn't
Yeah.
for shit like this. And like,
Well, and like not to mention like all of the artists, creatives that you've met through this, and you've gotten to interview, which like you couldn't. I imagine 8 years ago, like you probably couldn't have imagined, like
right,
doing that. It's like,
Yeah.
it's a special ass show.
Yeah.
I do want to say one last thing. Doing this show with you guys feels a whole lot like standing in a hot shower and really, really loving how you're feeling and not wanting to step out. So you just stand there for a little bit longer. And I just think of that like writ large, right? Where it's like we all just like want to stand in the comfort just a little bit longer. And I don't know. I just hope to be present enough to enjoy the hot water while I'm standing here. And I think I've gotten better about it, but I don't know. I got to quit thinking of the finish line while we're in the middle of fucking doing it. That's my biggest
I feel that, dude. I feel that. Yeah. Well.
Just to be really candid.
Oh shit.
Since we're being fucking earnest right now, I guess.
Oh god, James, get the Kevlar. I'm scared.
I've been through a lot of change in my life, especially over the course of doing this podcast again. Like it's been 9 years this year. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think
10.
technically the metadata says that it's November
2016.
2017, but I know
Always
for
gotta
a
check
fact.
the metadata.
Well, it was
Yeah,
it's pre Dev Diary, and Dev Diary
Yeah,
came
it
out
is.
Jan 1.
It was one of the things. Like I remember Alessio meeting you and like doing research before I reached out to you, being like, "Oh, interesting."
Oh,
Little
this
Metal
was
Gear
on there?
podcast.
Holy
I'm pretty
fuck.
sure. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it had to have been 20 fuck,
Yeah,
maybe
there are
even
quite a few
2015.
things on the Geek Time
I
website back in the day.
the thing that I remember, and the reason why I know how long it's been, is that the gag for the longest time was that we started a Metal Gear podcast around the time of Metal Gear Solid 5's release and avoided talking about Metal Gear 5 for as
Oh,
long
yeah,
as
yeah.
humanly possible. So that was kind of like the vibe. So it's been about, I think, 9.5 years, or like 9, almost 10 years.
Oh,
that
yeah,
we've
you're
been-
right. Yeah, September 1, 2015. Yeah, that sounds about right.
So yeah, 10
Wild.
years then. Yeah.
Jesus
Almost
Christ.
a decade of
Um,
MGN.
I've been through a lot of stuff during that time period. And right now, for someone who is person of color, trans, gay, all of the things, it's like a really supremely scary time to exist right now.
Mhm.
And I cherish stuff like this because it allows me to feel the joy in stuff,
Mhm.
and it allows me to remember that there is reason to be happy and reason to push forward, and it allows me to appreciate the moments that are that more. And with this year just kind of being the way it's been and starting out the way it's been, and like not even just this year, but like years and years before it,
Right.
literally this whole thing, it is just really nice to know that, like, hey, you got your friends, and that's pretty cool. And I think planning the comeback this year, and like knowing that it was coming up, and like getting really excited and amped about it, has been such a joyous thing, and such a boost, and something to look forward to. And I'm glad that we are doing this again, because I think that, like, if we had just because again, like talking about like legacy and like Kojima and stuff like that, like I think that if we had just never brought the show back, I could have been happy with the way that it ended.
Yeah, I thought our final season was really strong.
But I also feel like, I don't know, I think like there was something in there that I was very obviously not ready to fully let go. And so it's just like these games coming out and like all these announcements and stuff was just like that signal. It's just like, yeah, maybe this isn't quite as over as I had thought it was. And I feel like that's comforting to me.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
I'm too scared to go back and listen to like the first episode.
Oh my god.
And like compare.
Oh god. I don't think that I have the emotional bandwidth to hear the dog on the keyboard again. Like this has been
Lily,
like this whole
actually,
stretch of the podcast.
You just hit 4 stars with me, and I've expanded your emotional bandwidth. So you should be.
Oh, great. Okay, cool. Could you give me some fucking chiralium and some metals, please? Because I need that more.
Also, that definitely sounds like a question I would have asked you, because I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, if I die, is Edith gonna listen to Metal Gear Mondays and be like, who the fuck was my dad?
I really do like that is really funny.
Yeah.
And, like a funny thought, and like the thought of you dying while she is still very young is not funny. That's not what I mean.
Yeah.
But it's just like the idea that you could pass
might
before
be a
she
thing.
can form like cogent memories of you, like your personality. Just like obviously she'd have memories of like your warmth and like your vibe and your presence, but like cogent memories of like you as a person. And that's what she has. Is this fucking 10-year odyssey of fucking debauchery and hedonism
just
and
cum
bullshit.
jokes the whole way down.
Cum jokes and just cum jokes all the way down.
Oh my God.
I've been informed by one of the youth in our Discord that it's not in vogue to censor cum anymore. It's not funny anymore. So
wow.
you gotta leave those uncensored.
The times they are changing.
Sorry, but cum is the only thing that gets spoiler tags around. I don't want to reveal the ending.
It's such an inside joke. It's just what is happening?
Yeah, you got to spoiler tag it because it's the conclusion. It's the climax. You don't want to give that away.
Fucking
Come.
All right, cool. Lily, I just want you to know
Are you okay? That was a very loud bang, and I was not looking at the
So I
screen.
actually kicked my desk. I laughed so hard I kicked.
Lily, I just want you to know I love you so much that I didn't Kyle horn you in the middle of your story.
Dude,
every fiber of my soul, I was like sweating looking at the button. Not to kill the sentiment, but it was just like, this is the perfect time. But also not at all.
God,
anyway,
I'm gonna fucking.
I'm working on my boundaries.
I'm gonna pull a fucking Escape from LA specifically on you, and just you're the only person that can't access the internet ever again.
All right. Well, this feels like as good a time of any to wrap things up. Lily, where can
I really do love that we like. Oh, this one's kind of going. We're moving into clip, and it was like we were sitting at like a buck $1.50 for the length of the show,
Not
and now we are, and then we managed to make it to another 2 hour and 45-minute opus.
You were listening to this thinking you were going to get away with under 2 hours. No.
Yeah. On average, I was looking at the stats. This season is like a far and away the longest season of the entire.
Oh yeah, show. Absolutely.
It's like not only
the
length,
sickos,
but number of episodes.
The sickos fucking love it.
Yeah. If you don't love it, just write us a review. I love reading them. The 1-stars are the best. Just like
and listen, maybe
in there too, dude. Just like go off like sludge
as a treat. Just say like a slur as a treat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just
and maybe
talking about their emotions at the end.
Yeah. And listen, and that is very clearly not about the game and is stuff that doesn't have anything to do with the game. So sorry.
Hell yeah. Lily,
1 star.
Find you?
You can find me on linktree.com/Liliana Dawn. Very exciting news. I got the new cover for my first book, Unyielding.
Yes.
So you can go onto my link tree and find links to that. It's on Amazon, Barnes and Noble physical copies. You can also I'm also trying to get it onto a couple other storefronts, so you can get the ebook on right now as we're recording Google Play Store and Kobo. Okay. I'm trying to get it on Apple Books as well, but they're just verifying my tax information. Check it out. I'm really proud of it, and it feels really nice to have the book out there with a name that is not my dead name. That makes me feel good. It's a cool cover, and a cover that is done by an actual like artist. It wasn't just me throwing royalty-free assets together and hoping for the best. So I feel really good about it. Yeah, please check that out. I would really appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
That's sick. James, where can people find you?
SoundCloud.com/DJ Rat King.
Fuck yeah.
At DJ Rat King.
Sorry, I don't have an air horn. Actually, maybe I do. Keep talking.
Yeah, the DJ Rat King on all platforms. Find me there. Coming soon, DJRatKing.com. DJ Rat King.
What did it say? He say Hova?
He said come.
Come, okay.
DJ.
Hova.
Say DJ Rat King one more time.
DJ Rat King. Yeah, there we go.
Hell yeah.
Love that.
We're like 2 episodes away from becoming a fucking like shock
jock. Yeah, Metal Gear Mondays and
Yes.
Oh man, Alessia, where can people find you?
People can,
Oh shit.
Is that a threat?
people can find me mostly, honestly, on Instagram at Alessio Made That. You can also find me on alessiosummerfield.com. I'm not going to say anything about that because if I say something and it doesn't happen, people are going to yell at me. People being Lily.
Really quick. Looks the same to me.
No, yeah.
Look like a bullet wound to me.
Here's a quick plug for Alessio's Instagram. If you go check that out, he just shows feet on there. Like he just does it.
Yeah.
Them dogs are out.
Yeah. So a fun fact too. Same on my Blue Sky. I've done it.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking ashamed. Listen, I'm hot now. I can do what I fucking want.
Nice. Yes, the best is yet to come. There will be more adventures. Alessio will return. Can't put me in a box.
Fucking
somebody say it.
It's just a box.
The box.